I've never known Mudcrab to be racist. I'm being completely honest, and I've known him for a little while. We're not like besties. We don't hang out on the weekends, but I don't really. I need some receipts. You can send them to me whenever you want. If I'm gonna hear accusations, I want proof at some point.
Better to have proof than someone actually just saying shit.
But I don't know. I would need the clip or like what it was in the chat because I don't know what was written. How about I pull my chat? It's a random neutral chat. Well, I don't know if it's neutral necessarily, but it's as neutral as you're gonna find between all of us. Yeah, I don't either. So I would need to see what was there. Hi,
Dave. You don't need
I'm
to
Dave.
see what. Hi, Dave. What's happening? I'm going to handle this real quickly. You don't need to see what because you've seen it on videotape repeatedly. It's in the same video that. Wait, hold on. You have. Wait, listen, Dave. It was brought to me because somebody in my chat said, "Hey, you missed somebody dropping an N-bomb." So I said, "What are you talking?" And then several other people said, "Oh yeah, no, that happened while you guys were on panel during the mic thing." I only have a couple minutes because I'm on the back of a tractor.
Okay.
So I'm coming off to explain this because it shouldn't have to have an explanation. It's a troll using you to make more drama. So I'm about to. The chat banned them because he came in and did an N-bomb, and actually Emily banned him.
Oh.
So you should understand that the people who banned him were the ladies who were like, "Yo, you just dropped an N-bomb." So he's just trying to make it about me.
That's what I want to see. I want to see what the N-bomb is.
What was the N-bomb was?
Until I see the N-bomb, I can't.
He called her Emberlina. You know what I mean?
That's not an M-bomb drop, dude. You're making way too much of this.
No. The people who are of color. Wait, hold on. Listen to it. People who are of color
I can pull it up
in my chat
were
very upset about it and said things to me about it. I said I didn't even see it. I went and this is when it went down. It has nothing to do with me. Stop trying to make it about me. And it's pissing me off. Because it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with me doing the right thing in the situation. And then the dude lied.
Wait. You came into Easy's chat, confronted him, then refused to tell him what the thing was. And then I asked you, can you please tell me what the thing was? And if it's that specific moment, then no,
it's not that moment. No, it's on film. First time it's on film.
That's why I want to see it because I've heard.
Yeah.
It's
in the thing. It's in. I didn't
Aaron,
even notice it.
All due respect, you got to listen to me too. I do this for you.
I know,
too.
but let me explain what happened.
Okay.
I'm pissing me off because you're just letting a troll run loose about a lie.
He's not just a troll. He's a friend of mine as well.
Okay, well then something's happening with him that you need to deal with it because he's coming to my chat and caused uproar amongst the crowd, and it's like, what's going on, dude? You know. So here's the deal. Somebody came to me and said, "There's an N-bomb." I said, "I didn't catch it. I'll go check it out. I didn't catch it." Somebody sent me the footage of it, which is just a little piece that actually is part of Easy denying the charges against him. It's actually in the video of that chat.
That specific video, I know.
Okay, so that's what they were complaining about. I did just say this because several people, in fact, somebody who's in the chat here mentioned it to me too. And was like, "I don't like that. What the fuck? I won't go hang with you. I won't go hang with them. Can you do me a favor? Ask about it." Because they also thought Easy was laughing about it. So I looked at it and was like, okay, well, that's messed up. I'm going to go ask him, did you drop the N-bomb? Which is what I asked him. He said no. And I said, you sure? Okay, I'm going to go look at the footage, which I had already done, but I'm going to double check it. So I did. Sure enough, it says Emberlina. They felt very strongly about that. Whatever you
look at it, like I said.
So here's the other thing is he then followed up by coming into my chat and upsetting them and then the N-bomb there so that Emily deleted his messages and booted him.
Can I see the N-bomb from your chat?
Yeah, you can look at the video, but I'm not going to take any part in this because it was stupid to begin with for somebody like him to do stuff. So I'm just going to say, hey, don't do that. Like I said, did you do that? It wasn't even that big of a deal other than to say, hold on, no.
You have every right to having your opinion.
It is very upset. It's not my opinion. I'm pissed off for other people because people came to me about somebody dropping the N-bomb. Okay? It's that simple. And I don't appreciate
if there was an N-bomb.
I don't appreciate.
I have not seen the N-bomb. That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I don't accept anything, even if I trust you.
White people.
And I do trust you.
I understand that.
But until I see the N-bomb, I'm not going to take it for granted.
That's fine. But white people should be hearing when their melanin friends, when their black friends and their viewers are saying, hey, somebody did something. I went and approached it, said, is this true? They said, no. Sure. They said no, and got very defensive. I said, okay, I'll check out the footage. Hey, man, I'm just checking. Somebody asked me. I went back. The footage person, the people said, happened. Okay, well, that's what happened. I didn't even recall about it. I just was like, okay, it happened. Sat in my chat. He showed up in my chat and did the same thing. I mean, you can have we're in the chat. I think Kashawn was there, and there was many people that Dave, that you can ask about.
No, you came in accusing him into Easy's chat.
Separately,
that's the point.
Okay, don't misrepresent the timeline.
That's where this started.
Yes.
No. Where it started is that he dropped an N-bomb. Somebody came to me in my chat and said, hey, actually, they texted me because they know my number. Hey, did you see this? I said, no, I missed it. Well, Easy was laughing about it. I highly doubt that. Let me go look at that. But I doubt
you're doing the no, Aaron. Listen,
no. This is exactly the story.
You're doing the same outrage that Nicolino was doing with that same exact clip. You're doing the same exact outrage.
No. It is not about that. You're listening to the thing. I am defending somebody who asked me to go check it out. I asked about it. This wouldn't even be a deal. He said, yeah, it wasn't about that. But he said no. And I went, okay, well, I'll go look at the footage, but okay, I'm going to take your word for it. And that wasn't true. He did drop the M-bomb. I didn't even approach him after that. He came into my and did it again. And he did it, and then he got banned by my chat. I didn't even have any interaction with him other than that first time I came with him and be like, dude, I've looked at I didn't even say I looked at the footage. I just asked him, which is even more telling. I didn't tell him I looked at the footage. I asked him, did you drop the N-bomb? He said no. I said, you sure? Because somebody came to me and asked me about it. That's pretty fair.
Here's the clip.
All right.
Specifically.
And by the way, turn it back, guys. I don't. This is the thing: is I'm not in drama mode, and I'm pissed because if you want to defend somebody who dropped the M-bomb, do that.
If he did, that's the thing. No, Aaron, you're not going to say that. You're accusing me now of defending somebody who dropped the N-bomb, and I haven't seen this N-bomb, so I am not defending anything.
Let me finish the sentence.
No, because you just put words in my mouth.
Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Dave,
I'm very respectful with you.
This happened in my chat as well. The chat banning him.
Yes,
I didn't even.
That's fine. I don't even care about the chat banning him. I don't care about that.
I haven't seen that.
If the chat banned him, whatever. That's their decision. That's your channel's decision.
This is what I'm saying is he did it twice.
My issue is if there is no N-bomb, I'm going to finish talking. If there is no N-bomb, and you came into Easy's chat and said, hey, have you dropped any N-bombs lately? That's going to be an issue for me. That's the thing that I'm referring to.
Yeah. Well, you know why I'm asking? Because I didn't see it, and somebody accused him and Easy of laughing about it.
But you're also saying you went back and looked at it and saw the N-bomb. So
yes,
that means the N-bomb, you're saying you saw that it exists.
N Berlina. Listen to me for a second. You might judge that because somebody has already said, literally, I don't know the other person. I apologize. Somebody here has already said that they don't.
Literally, Dave, I gave you the screen. I gave you the timestamp and everything on the moment that it stopped.
There's a disagreement.
Literally, he does not type it out. Literally, he does not type it out. She says the word. He put hyphens in that word. Yeah, if you want to get offended by like that, okay, cool. I'm not going to hold someone to that kind of standard. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, and somebody who is black, and more than one person who is black, got offended and asked me to go approach the subject and actually find out if Easy had laughed at it. And that's where I was like totally offended because no, we were in the middle of something else. I don't think anybody saw it. That's actually what the deal was about. Is I actually said, look, I don't think anybody. I didn't even see it until that replay of the video footage going by, and I was like, oh shit. Well, that is an N-bomb. For people who are not white, that is an N-bomb, whether you like it or not. Okay, and maybe I can get a lead up. Wait, hold on. Let me get the lead. Let me put this.
You know I'm not white, right? Wait. Before we go forward, you know I'm not white, right?
It has no point. The people that came to me weren't white.
Literally said
no. You just say.
Okay. Then maybe some. Let me put it to you. People that are black were offended by it. How's that? Is that better or more understandable?
And to be honest, I don't actually know Mudcrab's race.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is we don't know any of it other than set somebody. So this is the other portion of it that is so weird.
So there's a lot
You're
of
jumping on something.
I'm saying.
There's no assumption. I see him drop it. The person said to me, he said this, and then several people came to me and said, yeah, that's true. I said, okay, let me look at the footage. I looked at the footage. I said, yeah, that is what it is. as far as what they're saying. And then I went in and said, did you drop the N-bomb? He said, no. So, okay, that's his opinion. I said, well, you sure? I'd already looked at the footage, so I knew it wasn't just to make sure. And there it is. I didn't go back to him and try to make a deal. Wait, let me finish my sentence. Every single time. Every single time. When I went back to the footage, I didn't go back to him or cause. It was just like, there it is. I don't need to make a point with him. I already asked him. He said, no, I don't know this person. Why should I even make a deal? It's fucking weird. But they came to my chat to challenge us, and he challenged the chat. So I don't know what more proof of defensiveness you need to get. It's just weird to me. Because
wait. If you came into Easy's chat and accused me of dropping N-bombs, fuck yeah, I'm going to you directly.
Wait, hold on. Do you know the difference between an accusation and a request?
It was an accusation, Aaron. I was there. No, I literally called you out on it.
So now I know you did. And I actually asked him a question. Hold on a second. If I ask you, did you hurt somebody? And you say no. Is that accusing you of hurting somebody?
If you say, someone has told me that this has come up to me.
No. You're deflecting.
That was your exact wording. No, that was your exact wording. That was your exact wording.
What was the exact wording? What was the exact wording?
That you said someone approached me and told me that you dropped an N-bomb in chat. Is this true?
Yes, same question.
That was your exact
wording. You're literally
wording.
rephrasing my question. You're literally rephrasing the question. Somebody told me that you dropped an N-bomb in chat. Is that true? I don't know if it's true or not. I'm asking you if it's true. It's a question. What kind of? It's not an accusation.
Sounds like an assumption.
Well, it's something I'd already seen. I wouldn't have gone there, and I wouldn't if I wanted to make an accusation. I would say, I just saw this on video. You wasn't trying to do that. I went in and basically get better for that. What's that?
You did.
I asked him a question. I didn't say you did. I said I was told you said this. Is that true? Is it true? No, you said this.
Yeah, but like you knew, but like you kind of knew your question, so you're assuming.
Well, because I had seen the video. I mean, how would you not? I actually gave him the benefit of the doubt to say, hey, because I don't really know.
Did he actually say the ER word? Did he actually say the N word, or did he just say a name?
He didn't say anything. He typed something.
So he typed something? Like, did he type the N word?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
He didn't. I literally
didn't.
I'm letting people continue talking, and then I'll play the video.
Because half my family is black, and I'll tell you this now: they don't even care if anyone says the N word. But keep going.
What? You good? Should I play it now? Okay.
Go for it.
Maybe. Oh, I'm retarded. I'm trying to click play in the StreamYard.
That's not in there. Why would she say that? That part isn't in there. It's why she's already like misreading shit. What?
Okay.
We need to reform the N-word, says SIC. Rude mud crab, Nigalina at SIC.
So it wasn't Sick that said it first? Okay, this.
Let me see if I can make this larger so I can
zoom in.
Actually read it. I don't have the zoom tool.
Yeah, there's
there's
specifically hyphens in there.
I do see a hyphen, and I don't see an ER.
Yep. That's why when I was told about it, I was just like, it might be referring to that. But even in that moment, he didn't drop the N word. So
I know it's not going to come through well on stream, but I kind of blew up my window, so I can see it, but it's still a little blurry. But it's definitely not the racist usage of the word. What I would normally assume. And I mean, if somebody was offended by it, they're more than welcome to be, but I'm not going to hold that as an intent. And I respect somebody if they are offended by it, though. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just not going to hold someone to that standard of
Yeah.
if someone got offended, you know, I'm going to ban them out of the chat. Like, that's a weird standard to have.
Yeah. I do think it's weird to call him out in Easy's chat, though. That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fine to deal with it on your channel, however, but that's all. Just want to make sure we're still cool, Aaron. You there? If you're talking, I can't hear you. All right. Guessing he cut out or something.
Hear me? Hello?
There you are. Okay.
There you are.
Yeah, I'm out on my property, guys.
Oh,
So
okay.
here's the thing.
So did you hear me, though?
I did. No, we're fine.
Okay.
Here's the deal, though, is you have to hear me when I say this. Is if you come and somebody in my chat, who are all very pleasant, kind people, and several of them come to me, one who's close to me says, I was offended about this. Can you go address this?
Mm-hmm.
And the only place I have to hit you with, I don't know this person. The only place I can see you is in that chat. And also, easy, someone else is implicated. I'm literally kind of obligated to say,
you could
okay,
have.
somebody said
Aaron,
this.
Aaron, I'm going to correct you real quick. You're in the Discord as well. You could have messaged him in Discord.
I don't know he's in there, to be
You
frank.
could have messaged
I
him
didn't
in
know
Discord. You could have DM'd him. Like, there's much less public ways to clarify.
Well,
because
I had no clue.
Just because somebody
Dave, you're
is
assuming I knew he was in the Discord.
I
don't know he's in the Discord. I mean, as a matter of fact, the only know who in the Discord are basically you, Mamita, and Easy. There's two other people, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know anybody else in
that.
there, bro, and I don't know that he's there.
I'm just
as a
asking.
matter of fact, I don't think. Yeah. And here's the other thing is, no, that you're assuming that I would know the wider ecosystem. The only thing I know of that person, and this is the bigger deal, is the only thing I know about this person is he's in Easy's chat trolling. That's all I know. And my people came to me and said, yo, this person dropped the N-bomb. We're offended. Would you at least please go address this because we have to at it. Please don't ignore that.
No, I understand that. But when you come into the chat and accuse him of dropping the N-bomb, other people are going to take it a different way. Because when you say N-bomb, that has a very specific meaning. That usually means a hard R.
No, it doesn't.
It usually does. It means an intention to offend.
Another thing is, if I go grab the person who initially asked me to deal with this, not the other folks, because there were more, but the initial person, and I bring them up on this panel, are you going to sing that same song when they tell you they're feeling? Yeah. Okay.
I will say the same thing, and they're welcome to come up and talk to me. I'm fine with it.
Okay. Give me a couple minutes because I'm in the middle of things. I really need to keep fucking moving dirt. This is ridiculous. And the whole thing is that I didn't go back to him. I asked him. He said no. I said, okay, I'm going to go look at the footage. And I left it there. I didn't go fucking chase him. He chased me. Not for any accusation, but for asking him the question. And that he denied. Even though it's on film.
The phrasing of you asking the question was more in the form of an accusation than a genuine question. Am I wrong?
You are. Yes, you are. Because what I said was exactly how it went down. Somebody told me that this was said. I didn't add in, oh, and I've seen the footage. That would be accusation. I asked him and gave him the chance. It's true. An accusation would be to leave the statement there. Guys, if you put a question mark at the end of it and say it's true, it's not an accusation. But it is a question.
Didn't you say?
Ask an accusatory question, right?
Let me make sure I have the phrasing right of what you said. I'm pretty sure you said something in a derisive tone of, have you dropped any N-bombs lately?
Check it. If I did, then I'm wrong there.
That's what I'm referring to. I believe you were on screen on an Easy panel and said that.
Yeah, but that's not what. But the dude just read off what I said to him, and that's not what the statement I made that he just read. I was trying to be really sensitive about it, actually, to not upset anybody because I don't believe it at that moment. I mean, when I say I didn't believe it, it's because I was like, I don't know how to take this. Did you drop an N-bomb? So I asked him because I had seen it, and I'm like, well, this person feels a certain way, and now several other. Fuck, and I see him right there. I should probably ask him. But he said something actually fairly defensive in response too. after he was trolling someone else. So there's a whole other context to this too, which you don't have to know the whole thing, but I'm, you know, just between me and him.
I'm only concerned at the moment with what happened in Easy's chat. Like, I understand he probably came to your chat and said something, but that's where I'm assuming he would take up an issue with you if he had it.
But again, this is the thing is there's only one place for us to deal with this. Anywhere else. I didn't know him from anywhere else. And my folks were looking at me like, are you going to let this thing hang and be racist? And I'm not going to do that.
But you're assuming racist intent.
No. Yeah. If I assume if I'd assumed racist intent, because I was still like on the fence of like, what? Truly, in the question zone, it was his response actually that was like, wow, bro. That's wild.
Wait. You literally accused me and Dave of defending this racist action.
No, I actually said, "Are you?" And would you stop believing emphasis? That is so.
Just because you put a question mark,
the way you say
it does not take the accusation
an
away.
Assumptive tone, and just because there's a question at the end doesn't mean you're not accusing.
Okay, well, I'm not being accusatory if I'm asking you a question. Just so you know that from your Dave. You know that from me.
Yeah, but
if the tone is coming across wrong, then you're reading something into that. Please don't. Please don't.
Not.
This is the thing, Davis. You got to hear what I'm saying.
The way you ask a question can be like a rhetorical, and that's what it comes off as.
Rhetorical. But when I'm telling you right now, I'm not asking that. Yeah, but I'm not asking that, Dave. You guys are assuming it. So here's the other thing is you just brought me into some weird-ass drama that was deaded and had nothing. And same with Rude Mudcrab, which means that he's feeling a certain way about it, even though it's a nothing. Ask yourself the question there. So let me go get to that actually complain.
I've been bothered by it for a while, and it happened that you were both in there, so I figured it'd be a good time to bring it up.
No, it's not. I'm in the middle of the day, and it's costing me money right now when I'm supposed to be moving dirt.
Well, I mean, you can.
This is some stupid ass stuff where let me be real. Somebody came to me about an N-bomb. I asked another adult, "Did you do that?" He said no. Then he came to my chat, same thing. Period. That's the end of the story.
But in my opinion, I still don't see an N-bomb.
Well, that's not what the people in my chat, who are also people of color, felt about it. You understand that, right? So your opinion may be that.
Keep saying black people because, again, people of color, there are people of color on.
Okay, I'll say black. Everybody has a different term they feel more comfortable with. What I mean, but so this is the other thing. Somebody that and specifies about the subject, I'm going to deal with it as they ask me to.
Okay.
And I tried to be.
I respect that. I'm not.
I understand.
I'm not angry at you. I'm just bringing it up.
Okay.
I want it to be
understand that you not felt that I dealt with it in the most sensitive fashion. I tried to do that. But you know what? You always win. And in this situation, this is someone manipulating to make sure it doesn't win, and then wants to bring it back up when it's deaded. So that's telling. Stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid. So I gotta go. I got things to do. But I'm gonna send that person up to your chat.
All right.
Because they're gonna be more explicit about how they felt.
Sure. They're welcome to jump on. And I will say the same thing that I did to you.
Well, I appreciate that you do that, Dave. And I appreciate you standing up for your beliefs and faiths and stuff like that. But this is the deal is what one person feels like about a word.
Sure.
If another group of people go that same way and you don't have respect for it, that says a lot. Especially when you come into my side, walked away, was like, okay, whatever. And then chase us down and do it again? Come on. And do the real thing.
Yeah. But like I said, I didn't have the contest and I didn't understand why somebody would accuse him of that because I've never heard him say anything racist. And I've spent time talking to him many times and he's never came off to me as racist in any way, shape, or form. And to have him accused openly on a panel of racism, at least that's how I took it because that's how it sounded. It was something that I needed to address at some point, just like you had to address when somebody brought up that he said something.
Yeah.
Right? But yes, I would rather do it voice to voice or face to face as close as we can get with giving you a chance to defend your side of it. And unfortunately, we've lost connection. But go back to moving dirt. I appreciate you popping up and talking to me about it. All respect. Have a good one, man. Hi, Lita. I mean, Jessica. I mean, Lita. I mean, Lita X.
Hello. Hi. Give me 1 second.
You're good.
Okay.
Okay. Pants feet. Yeah. Don't worry, Keeson. We're on it all together. Who is that? And do they want their full name there if they are? I don't want to pull you up until I know. Because I don't know if you want your real name out there. Can you cam up and wave if it's good? I won't pull you on while your cam is on if that's the case. Okay. I'll wait. All right. I will add to the stream. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? It's
yeah, I
Jelly.
got you, Angelica. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't put that together.
It's okay.
I feel so dumb.
No,
Angelica
hi,
Jelly.
Yeah, it's literally the middle of my name. It's all good. But yeah, I was told to swing up because Aaron told me there was some issue with mud crab.
Yeah. Well, not really. It was me calling him out because he addressed something on Easy Stream that I felt should have been dealt with either in private or on his stream, which it was dealt with on his stream. Mm-hmm. But he did then call him out on Easy Stream for something that I didn't feel was intended to be racist.
Okay. Because I don't know what the conversation was, so I have no way to comment.
I can give you the context.
All right,
you're not going to be able to see it well on here, though. Give me one moment.
That I had saw. So yeah, I'm here for the same reason too, obviously. Because Aaron's phone died. He called me like, talk to Dave.
You're good. I understand.
He called Jelly too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like Aaron.
Oh, you're cutting out.
Yeah, I have not. Yeah.
I know everybody's busy. We all have lives. I apologize that you guys have to.
No, it's fine.
I appreciate you coming on, though.
Yeah, I'm actually outside of a restaurant. I'm in the middle of a work meeting, but
oh, jeez.
I was like, let me step out because I don't know. No, it's cool. Like I didn't know how serious it was, so.
I don't personally think it's that serious, but maybe I came at Aaron too hard on it. And I apologize if it bothered you, but I'm just figuring it out. Yeah, that's what I said, but she waved and said it's okay. I wasn't sure with the full name there, if you wanted that up there.
No, I don't care. I'm not scared of these people.
Yeah, you're good. I don't think anybody's in my chat is going to come for you, but there are people that watch me that are freaking crazies. They literally hate watch me.
I mean, I think that's all of the internet.
I'm one of those people.
Now.
Oh, you're one of those people? I knew it. Jessica's always scheming. And Jelly and I had beef the first time we met. Jeez. This is a dangerous call for me to be in.
Yep. You in the Shark Tank now. You in the Shark Tank.
I'm going down.
Right, but I mean, I guess I can...
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm a little slow with all this because I'm kind of still a little new to YouTubing, so you got to give me a little time.
It's
cool. I apologize.
A lot of that, I'm assuming this whole conversation is because I had brought it to Aaron's attention.
Mm-hmm.
I guess after the whole falling out between Mike TV and Speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just telling him, oh my God, there's bugs out here. I was just telling him that I just didn't feel, me personally as a person, just coming into Speakeasy's stream, that it was really a welcoming place. And I pointed out the comment from Mud Crab as an example, and then also Easy's response to it.
Okay. Now, for a little bit of context, just to let you know, Speakeasy is half black, so just in case that matters. I don't know if it does, but I just want to have full transparency out there just in case.
I mean, more power to them and all that other stuff. For me, it's not really about, your genetic makeup. It's really about how you show up in the world, right?
Okay. That's fine.
So, for me, what was interesting was that he responded. I mean, even if we're going to qualify, I'm just taking your word for it. He is half black or whatever. His response to, because Aaron had to tell me that whatever the way that the comment was typed is like some sort of Destiny. I guess when Destiny was trying to go around saying that, he feels as though it's okay to use the N-word with the hard R in conversations of debate. He should be allowed to do it because of whatever his reasoning is. He was trying to explain to me that has something to do with that. I'm not a Destiny follower. So for me, as a person of color coming across the comment, for one, I wasn't even sure what I was reading until Easy responded to it the way that he did, right? So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not mistaken about what this comment is supposed to be. This is not a space that I need to be in. And I fell back from the chat after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, okay, this just isn't my particular, these type of people are okay with saying these types of things. That's just not really how I get down personally. So when I brought it up to Aaron, Aaron said he was going to address it with Speakeasy. I told him, hey, if you want to call me, if this is like a phone conversation, feel free and we can talk about it. He did call me back. I can't remember what he said about it off the top of my head right now, but because I don't even know why we're still talking. Like, how are we still talking about it now?
The reason that it came up is because they both happened to be in my chat and they were both talking. So I brought it up because I was annoyed because I've known Mudcrab for a while and he's never came off as racist to me in any way, shape, or form. I've never heard him speak ill of anybody of another race. And it just baffled me that anybody would accuse him of dropping an N-bomb when I've never seen an N-bomb. So I wanted context. I wanted to understand why he was being called out in Speakeasy's chat in front of like 200 some people. It just didn't seem like Aaron, because Aaron, I would assume, would come with. I'm not going to reword it because it's going to sound bad no matter how I say it. I thought he would come at it differently in a more private manner than just trying to throw something out in overall. He says it was a question and it was worded as a question, but the way it was spoken, I took it as an accusation because it's like, hey, Mudcrab, have you dropped any N-bombs lately? When I don't believe his intention in the first one was to offend anyone or that he intended it as a as an N-bomb period, because it doesn't actually it doesn't use a hard R. It doesn't spell out the whole word. It's N hyphen.
Context though, right?
It's hard to see the whole context here because it's.
I mean, there was no context. I mean, this is just me recalling it, and I'll let you continue.
I can pull up and see at least what was said in the video because I think they talk about it.
Well, I'm talking about when it was actually said, like written in the chat. Easy.
I think it was written in Nicolina's chat, and then Speakeasy was watching the video. Yeah, because that's what this is here. This was the original context. I don't know what that was.
Like, because I've never listened to him talk. I'm not really familiar with Nicolina. I'm just telling you, the first time that I saw it was when Easy was talking to Daryl.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's what I don't have. I'd have to find it. Here, I got Speakeasy. Do you mind if I let Speakeasy on?
Sure.
Because he could probably address it better, because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got like 3 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
You're good.
I just wanted to kind of like give the whole exactly what was going on here first, so you kind of maybe you'll understand it a little better. This was actually, so we just finished. I had made a short. I'm pretty sure it was before this, where Nicolina's she's literally saying nigga West Side, and she's making fun and saying, I can say this because I listen to Tupac and Biggie and I listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony, so I can say that. So after that, her name is Nicolina. When you say the word Nicolina, you obviously hear that in the starting of the word. So they made a joke about her name. They're making a joke about her name. Vincent isn't racist, and I am definitely not racist. Like half my family's black, so I know that's not a way to no defense, but yeah, there's no I don't have no hatred towards any race. Like,
you're saying he said it because there was a stream that happened previously, and he just so happened to mention it when you were talking to a black guy?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
the stream he's talking about, Aaron's played a couple times on his channel of Nicolina saying, I think, right, Aaron?
No, the stream that I'm talking about.
I played that one time. I played it like 3 times in a row, so people heard it on one stream when we found it.
Oh, okay. It was just the one.
I think what Jelly is talking about though is not a Nicolina stream. It's not. I think we were watching like Easy, like not Easy, E Black and Mike, like the beginning of that.
I think it was a stream when Easy was talking to Daryl, and he was trying to get context of what was the whole thing with E Black.
So it's like that's when we all started piling over there.
That's when because that was the first time I ever even seen. So what I'm asking is that Easy, you're saying that there was some other stream that happened previously?
So there was I have the short up where Nicolina uses that word, and I made fun of her for thinking she can talk like this as a 40-year-old white woman, and I made fun of that. And then this other stream that you're watching, where I'm going through a series of videos exposing different stuff that Nicolina has done, and it's after that as well. So Vincent's making fun of her and her name and making a joke out of it, saying, I guess we could reform the N-word with Nicolina's name. When you say Nicolina's name, it's with a K, but it sounds like it, right? It's a joke. It's obviously he's not racist like that. You know, like I don't know. Like,
this is the other portion.
So the woman, so I don't want to bring up his personal information, but he's literally talking to a colored woman right now. So like I don't think he would be involved with a colored woman if he's. It's weird. It's weird to like paint him as a racist for that statement alone. And like I have issues with other stuff, but like I don't want him to be hated as a racist.
Yeah, and here's the word is nobody said racist to them.
Here. Yeah, but when you
nobody said racist.
Whoa,
the chat. He said it. He said it.
Don't imply it
in the chat. Listen, he said it in the chat. I didn't want to bring it up. He said it in the chat. His kid is half black. Okay, so like this is weird for us to think he's a racist.
Nobody's saying he's a racist. He literally just got asked whether he said it or not. That's the whole problem.
The way
he came over to my channel. Wait, hold on, Dave, let me finish the fucking sentence. You keep cutting me off. Hold on. He then came to because you guys don't want the context of it, which is really
I'll take the context again.
Dave.
Go.
Okay. So speak easy. The reason that there ended up being an issue is I went and asked him because I was asked to ask him by more than just Jelly. Several people saw it, and actually they saw something that it turns out I saw something different. I saw what you're talking about. They saw something in in Daryl's chat apparently. So what I saw on video as confirmation apparently wasn't what they saw. What I'm hearing now. So there was some misunderstanding there, but still I saw that and went, okay, well, let me ask him, because initially Jelly can tell you, I was saying, you know what, I'm not sure about that. I don't think anybody would be racist. This is, and I told her about your dad, and, I said, I just don't see it. But I'll go check, especially because more than one person came to me. So I went, and the only place I know this person from is chat where they troll. So finally, I saw them trolling, and it was a good moment because if you look at what they were saying before then, it was
he was not trolling that day. I was there. Okay, I was moderating the chat. He was participating with the chat. That day, he was not particularly trolling.
There are times where he was trolling. Okay. Yeah, so there were times he was trolling. Okay.
Yeah, there are times. There are times that he trolls.
So basically, avoiding it, you're saying syntax matters more than what was said. Again, and all I asked him was, somebody said to me X, Y, and Z, which is somebody said to me, you dropped the N-bomb in chat. Is that true? It's just that simple. He said no. I said, okay, well, somebody said it, so I'm going to go look at the footage.
You
Okay,
literally.
I want to play where you said
right?
it.
Did I call him
that is not
racist?
the
Did I call him
tone at
racist?
all.
Because if it's in the chat, then I'm happy to say, oh shit, I did say it. I apologize.
I'll find it and let
But
people
I don't believe I did.
I'll find it and let people
Yeah,
decide
but this is the thing is, though, I don't believe I did, and if I did, I'd apologize. But this is the whole thing is I was trying to be sensitive about it.
Exactly. That's why I want to
the
bring
only people
it to
that said
your attention,
racist.
And
So
I'll
Dave,
see if
the only
you
people that
think
said
it comes off
racist
as that. Are people in chat.
the only
Because
people
of what
that
you
said
said.
racist to start with was you.
No.
Well, then
No.
Why else would they think it, Dave? Dave, why else would they think it if I didn't say it?
Because you asked him if he said any N-bombs lately, which means that at some point you're assuming
No, actually,
that
he said I did. It's not lately. I believe you want to be specific. I believe what I said was since it was brought up earlier.
That's why I'm saying I want to bring it up so that way we have no confusion.
Yeah. Well, this is the other thing about it though is you guys realize that he then followed up and dropped the N-bomb in my chat confirming what was asked of him. So it's very weird that you'd be like, oh, I mean, the reason that Emily banned him was because he dropped a whole bunch of crazy stuff in my chat, and I looked over and he's banned or timed out or whatever.
The future doesn't necessarily justify the past. I understand what you're saying.
It's one of those things. It's confirmation of his behavior, and you keep acting like, well. So this is the other thing is what he said.
That's not what I'm calling out.
Here's my problem with all of this. Everyone keeps saying he said, she said. Does anyone have screenshots of him doing this?
That's all I want.
Yeah, we all do, and it's in the video of my stuff too. So this is the other portion of it is that a lot of people saw it avoided. Wait, hold on a second. A lot of people saw it avoided, and this is the other portion of it's not a deal until he's made it a deal. And this is the other portion is like I wouldn't have said anything about it. Dave brought it up. I'm sitting here on my day off. Wait, hold on a second. I'm on my day off, and I come to find out that I'm the problem for addressing something that people asked me in my chat to address that they thought was an N-bomb. That's it. So y'all, and I say y'all, like you, keep defending it, and it's
right
pissing me off because somebody thought it was offensive to them, and I told you guys just as much. And I was going to talk to Speakeasy about it till I heard him explain what that video that I thought it was about, and it was like I'm not even going to bother him. He's got other issues, which is this whole thing about the sensitivity. It's like, bro, why? If I wasn't going to,
I'm giving you my sensitivity right now.
Okay, wait. You only care about the sensitivity when it's involving Mudcrab because she said she had a problem. Wait. Let me finish.
I don't know Mudcrab. I don't have to give them any sensitivity.
Let me finish my sentence, Aaron. Let me finish my sentence.
I'll let you finish it, but I'm just tired of this fucking bullshit. I could get back.
She said specifically.
So are you?
Okay, whatever. She said she specifically had a problem.
Sensitivity only works when you want it to.
No, I literally am. Okay. She had a problem with the word being said and how Easy reacted to that word, right?
Both things.
So if you're being sensitive about the way she was approaching, you wouldn't be like, Easy's kind of busy right now. I'm not going to approach this right now because he's dealing with a lot of other stuff.
So you ignored everything I just said. Okay, cool.
You literally said
again. No, actually, you just ignored the whole portion before that where I said very distinctly that I would address it with him. And I actually had a chance to see Rude Mudcrab before I had a chance to address it with him. And then he addressed the situation before I even had a chance to speak to him.
He didn't
this is the other thing is you're trying to compress everything into a moment that doesn't exist for you because you wanted to be that moment.
Did you ever address this before today?
As far as with Easy or anybody, there was no need to because it was a dead issue, dude. He came into my chat, dropped the N-bomb, and got banned. Done. I didn't even need to follow him or do anything. That's the other thing. I didn't follow him.
I'm talking about Easy right now. Okay?
Yeah, there was no need to because it was very clear. And then I explained to Jelly what it was, that there was a misunderstanding in the case, which I told her it probably was to begin with. And she may not have noticed what I was telling her because we talk about a lot of things. But yeah, I addressed it with her. But because he addressed it in the stream, I didn't even have to ask him. Not to mention that I think at one point I started to ask him, but we were in the middle of something else. So, there was other people there.
He didn't address it in that stream. He just literally today is the first time I'm hearing him address it.
No, he actually addressed that in the course of the stream that we were in with Daryl actually separately. So I knew what it was. And then
Aaron, hold on, you're cutting out.
Already the short one. Oh, sorry. I had already seen that short that he had out. It wasn't something he just addressed today. This was something that I was able to look at that time because that actually wouldn't have been available to me otherwise. So no, avoid darn it, craziness. That's craziness. This is the other thing is this is all like logical happenstance of like, oh, okay, here's this. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, there's that person. Okay. Well, let me ask, because now I have a chance to ask. I don't know this person out from Adam, and all I see them do is troll, and they've actually trolled me a number of times too. So, I mean, this is the other thing, is you're trying to take this person's one little thing out of context from the larger behavior, and then acting like my addressing of them, which may have come off insensitive, which I was trying to be sensitive, and then you're continuing to take away, actually on my day off, to talk about this shit as if I did something wrong instead of recognizing the dude dropped the N-bomb in my chat afterwards. That doesn't seem to matter to nobody. What the fuck?
Okay, wait. I just have to ask.
He didn't drop the N-bomb in your chat. What happened was, he came in there and he was like, "Oh hey, we dropping N-bombs today," right? And then Emily wasn't with the shits and she just timed him out. That was it. Like he didn't actually say the N-bomb. What he said was, "Oh, we're dropping N-bombs today," and then she just
that's my misunderstanding. And I apologize, because that was my understanding there. So hold on a second. That was my misunderstanding, because that was my understanding there. So and I didn't actually see it. I was just basically showing it.
When you come in,
he even asked me. He said, "Lita, where did I drop an N-bomb at?" And before I could even say anything to him, Emily timed him out.
Yeah. So and I was just like. I don't know. I think it was the woman who was on here before, but
she said she's coming back.
Okay, because I heard her say something about she was upset about my reaction to it. So it seemed like she was upset with me more than Vincent even.
Initially she was, but she was also
I kind of wanted to address what she was upset about with me.
And this is the thing is
it's like so far. Hold on, Aaron, because you're you're also borging.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's just what's happening now. Clearly, is just a set of mass confusion about a word. So when Jelly saw it, she brought it to Aaron. Aaron asked me if I saw it. I was like, no. Then I do believe that Aaron did ask Rude Mudcrab in the chat, and Rude is like, no, I didn't say that. And Aaron's like, okay, someone asked me to ask you. That was it. Then last week, that Nicolina shit that you pulled over, she's like, nigga, like when you pulled that up, then there was somewhere in the short where you had said, Easy, you were like, oh, Rude Mudcrab said Nicolina. So I'm like, all right, so that was it. And that was it. I don't want people to be upset because of a word like racist, especially if you're not racist,
right?
Because racism is very blatant, it's very in your face. You know what I mean? For Jelly, hold on, guys. So but for us to come in there as newcomers, I still fuck with you. I go in the chat all the time. So for us to come in there as newcomers, to see that somebody's being funny and they're saying Nicolina in a way that could be offensive, that's where it started at. But nobody has dragged it on.
Could I ask you just a question? And I'm not trying to be like a dick when I ask you it like this or anything. I'm just wondering, if I was black, like my skin was black, would it have been as offensive to you?
I wasn't offended.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even catch it.
Okay, I thought you were okay. My bad.
This is the other thing. Easy, so
the funny thing is about you is
Jelly that seemed to take offense.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, because we're all coming in there as new. Okay, so Aaron says there's several people, right? I didn't catch it at all. Okay. I only caught the playback last week when you have.
Oh, you cut out.
You cut out, Lita. I think we lost Lita temporarily, at least.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm going to make a quick point. The only reason that I have such an issue with
the slur at all.
Oh, never mind.
He didn't write the slur at all. Emily not blocked him. Emily timed him out, and that was that. So here we are now, day whatever.
And that's my mistake on that, by the way. Here's my mistake there is that I understood it that he dropped the N-bomb, so she blocked him. So that's I apologize for that, but that was tacitly understood in that moment when I asked, so it was a misunderstanding. You can even see me on stream. Oh, did he drop the N-bomb?
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I accept that.
I mean, but this is the other portion of it is that I feel like we're being leveraged by somebody who's not here on panel. That's the other thing is this?
I'm not being leveraged. This is my personal views. This is my.
I feel like it. No, I'm feel liking it.
Aaron, I'm gonna already, like me and Vincent have had other issues, right? But like
Yes, sir.
I'm still because like he said it in the chat, and I don't like to bring up people's personal thing, but like he literally has a child with a black like it's
yeah, sure.
And then
I mean, hey,
he's getting called that in a public space. Like I feel a way for him, like even though we have our differences now, like I still care about the guy, so I'm not.
Well, this is the thing is nobody called him a racist. I asked him if he dropped the M-bomb. He could have said, I said Blancolina was making a joke. I would have been, that's what I thought. He said no, and then was defensive. You can look at his responses. He started to try to troll me back. It wasn't like a simple I'm just
nope.
Yeah, avoided. You were defending him there too.
I called you out on it because he was specifically asking for who accused him and what was said.
Yeah, because I'm not going to out somebody. Why would I do that, dude? Why would I give somebody's name? I mean, then he came to my chat.
If someone is accusing you of something, I deserve to know that person's name and what they're accusing me of. As
far as he knew, somebody came to him and asked him a question. He didn't need to know who.
No,
he didn't need to know anybody. He's online and he's
approached you and said
Hornet. He's not even using his real name, dude. You're acting like he needs to know who it is when he's literally anonymous in a chat and regularly trolling.
Said his real name. He says his real name.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know it until 2 days ago. By the way. I only started using it 2 days ago when I heard Easy said it. And actually, a while ago,
I still don't heard the name again. Calling anybody by their real names on.
Yeah, sure, exactly. I would only do it now to troll. Yeah, I would only do it now to troll, because it's been open. But this is the whole thing is like I don't know this guy. You all act like I'm supposed to know everybody.
I'm not.
This is the other portion of it.
Again, I'm not. Okay.
I'm sorry,
I am going to speak my piece real quick, just because I've been holding it back a couple times. The big thing for me is when you say you didn't accuse him, but you may have caused other people to accuse him of being racist. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but why would they? Hold on. Even if, hold on a second, that is not my fault for them doing something because I asked him a question.
I understand.
This is another thing. Like that's called FAE. That's called false association equivalency.
Yeah,
that means that.
But Aaron, he couldn't even answer your question because when you ask him, "Oh, I heard you drop the N-bomb," he's not going to remember the pun he made to Nicolina's name because that's not the N-bomb, right?
Okay, I could get that. You see, that's another thing is I could understand that perception or context as well, which would make sense why he said no and was defensive about it. And that makes a little more sense. But see, this is the other thing you guys got to remember. I came in there skeptical, and having seen that bit of footage in the clip already that I had, so it's one of those things where like I have literally been addressed by somebody who asked me to address something. I'm skeptical of it because. I kind of know the context. I don't just kind of. I was there for a lot of the context of it, and then that I get more than one person saying yes, this is the thing. Yes, this is the thing. Oh, and by the way, there was one in Daryl's.
Just to explain my point of view, I want. Can anybody
are we 100% sure that there's one in Daryl's? Because I.
Well, see, this is the thing. Is all I can say is that we know the ones that we saw we know the Nicolina Emberlina one. Yeah, so that's the one that I thought it was. To be frank with you, like I said before. But turns out there was one other that other people saw that we didn't on the panel see. Apparently, now allegedly. So this is the other thing is that was what they were talking about. They were talking about the one that I found. So that's even more like at that point I was like I don't even know what to make of this, and I have no feeling either way on it until I get called out for just doing what a bunch of people asked me to do on their behalf. I mean, and I'm not going to give their names out because he doesn't know them, and he's all I know from him is he's a troll. So why would I give them?
I know it's not a court of law, but in a way, he kind of has a right to face his accuser, and you're the only accuser in this state.
But Dave, as far as I know, he's one of the trolls from Nicolina. I don't know him any different at that point in time. You understand?
Why
would I give him somebody's name?
He literally.
You understand? Wait, hold on. It doesn't matter because I don't know. How am I supposed to know that?
I understand.
How am I supposed to know that?
Aaron, how many wrenches does Easy give out?
He didn't have
in that clip. Yeah, in that clip, he has a wrench. In the clip that you were sent, he has a wrench.
Yes, and he doesn't have it anymore, and neither does the other person he hangs with.
That's because of other stuff, Aaron.
It doesn't. But you understand that doesn't matter to someone who just sees someone trolling. You're trying to defend because you know him personally. Now that's a different story. I don't. Wait, hold on. You're a mod with him, so you have had some personal interaction. The only interaction that I've seen this person do is troll, be rude to people, come into my chat and troll, And then at that
Yeah,
point,
but
it's like
they're specifically trolling me because of their problem with me, right? Like they,
Yeah.
he
I have
doesn't like
no knowledge.
I get it. I get what you're saying here because you don't know, but like I'm saying, like they fuck with me, right?
Yeah, and see that's the other thing is I don't know them from Adam different from Nicolina, because when I and Mike, where I have seen these people otherwise are trolling areas. So I just it's one of those things where I don't know this person from Adam. They're in the chat. People ask me to do something. I went and asked them. They're very comfortable saying crazy stuff anyway. So why is this so sensitive? Oh, well, other people might have felt the same way. Apparently, that's the other point of this is like I didn't say the R word. I wouldn't have said that. I just asked something. I can understand how it would implicate, but the but there is nobody did implicate. But if others did, is there a reason? Why do other people feel that way or ask the question?
Because the N-bomb is viewed as a very
no.
No.
Okay.
Listen to me. Let me fucking talk. I let you talk. I didn't say a word.
No, you have. Hold on. Calm down. I'm just saying.
No, but you've cut me off every time I've started to talk this last 3 times.
I apologize.
You even cut me
Don't
off.
forget, I'm walking around with an iPad in
spotty
internet, dude.
I'm just. It builds. One time or twice, I'm fine. But as it keeps happening, I just.
I'm CB radio over here, bro, right now, so I can't fucking hear you.
So the point is, the N-bomb is viewed as the N-hard R. Normally, that's 99 times out of 100 what somebody means. And when anybody who uses that term is deemed a racist, that's just simple logic following a logic trail.
I don't particularly agree with that because I know people
and that's
who
fine.
use it. And this, I don't listen. The thing is, if you want to talk about the
I'm still fucking talking.
Okay, sorry. Well, I thought you were done.
As a white person, especially, being accused of being a racist is horrible. I've had it happen to me before for no reason.
Bro.
And if there's no reason for it, it's a very damaging thing. And it makes it tints the way that the people in the chat react to that person and view that person. If
nobody's arguing that,
racist. Now, you may have not have intentionally called him a racist, but that was the implication that came from it.
But do you understand why someone like me would have come and asked the question? Does it not make sense? I mean, where else would I have done it? I didn't know him elsewhere. I didn't know he was in the server. I didn't know any of that. You assume so much about what I should have done.
You could have asked me. You could have asked Speakeasy. You could have DM'd.
Well, as far as I knew,
yeah,
this person was just a troll in chat.
Yeah.
And I, as far as I could tell at that moment in time, in the hype of the Nicolina thing, they were one of them, and they're trolling him. So as far as I knew, that was pretty much fair game when it comes to somebody doing wild shit. And so it's very, I understand you know him.
I do
and
know
you're upset
him.
about
And I know
how it was
he's not a
framed.
racist, and that's why it bothers
And
me so much.
then you defended against the people who called him that. Don't defend it against the person who asked him about something that he actually did that other people asked about it. Because I'm just trying to be altruistic to the people who watch my show.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not angry at you. I just wanted to clarify that I felt that it should be done in a different way in the future.
That's fine, but
and I didn't even
there won't be any
big of a deal out of it. And
no, the reason it's a big deal is because I consistently hear white people on the internet defend using the N-bomb in all sorts of ways.
But he didn't.
And I'm just tired of that. But he used it as N-Berlina, and I understand it's a joke, but it's just be sensitive, guys. Why do we have to use the fucking word? Why do we have to use the word? Why does it have to be defended?
That's what was being talked about at the time.
Aaron, Aaron, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Because you watch Daryl, E Black, and all of them, right?
Yeah,
when they
it's
use
offensive
the
to me there
word,
too.
do you take the same offense to it?
Yeah, I do. I actually feel really offended. But I feel like it's an unnecessary word, and I feel because I also have friends that are black that won't use it, that feel it's offensive. And so it's one of those things where it's like I don't say it. I know people who say it.
What are you offended by? Why does it offend you?
Well, it offends me because it's something that all the people that I love are offended by.
But not all of them, Aaron.
Well, no, I mean, I'm talking about close. You know what I mean? People that I'm close to are very offended by that. And so by proxy also, for the amount of time that
not the hard ER version, the other version.
Well, it was brought to me as if it had been, and what I saw there was questionable, like I said. So I came to the person and asked them if they had. because it was being accused of something that I now find out that it wasn't the video that I was watching, but something else. So we don't actually know. We'd have to go back in the Daryl thing and figure it out. But actually, everybody was modded and deleted in that, right, Dave?
Say what? Sorry.
Everybody was modded and deleted
to Jelly
in the.
because she was talking in chat.
Okay, this is my issue with this whole situation. So there's the initial point, right? And then you said he came into your chat and dropped M-bombs. Now we have a new accusation that no one can confirm. This is the
and
same
what did I
shit
say to that? No. Actually,
I understand. I understand.
Yeah. So you're bringing it back up, dude. That was apologized for.
I'm saying that was my initial issue with all this, right?
Okay.
I'm not accusing you of anything right now. I'm just saying that was my initial issue with all of this because it felt like I was hearing a lot of stuff with no confirmation. So that's why I was just like, I'm gonna jump on here and I'm gonna see where this goes, right? That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But here's the other thing: is for the same reason you jump on here is the same reason I'd ask him the question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing a lot of shit. Somebody says, "Well," and I'm seeing pieces of things, and I know what I know from what I see of this person, and that's all I know about this person.
But Aaron, isn't it? I felt like what I heard just now. What I heard just now was there was more offense to my reaction to what he was saying.
Initially,
like
yes,
I feel like he's getting the heat for what someone was offended by my actions. Like,
well, it's only because
you put the word, but like it sounded like before. That's why I came up to talk to Jelly, because it sounded like she was actually offended by me.
She was initially. She was, but once it was, I think she misunderstood my explanation of like how it went down, in the sense that you were watching something else. You know, none of us saw what went down on Daryl's panel, which is the other one that's the one in question. Actually, to be frank with you, whatever went down on Daryl's panel is an unknown. That's just an unknown. But that's apparently what people were talking about. And it's 3 people. It's not just her. So then I found that one the clip you dropped with her dropping the M-bombs, right? And there it is in that chat. So it was like, oh fuck. Well, and it may not be a hard A or R, but that's what I figured she was referring to, because she said it was in the chat, nobody saw it. Okay. So I went and asked him. Yeah, that was it. I saw him in chat when I had a chance to, and he was trolling during that time. Now, Void Hoarder said he wasn't completely trolling. Okay. But when I saw him, he was trolling, and it seemed like fair game to be like, hey, did you say this? Because somebody said you said this. No? Okay, I'm going to check the video. But, and then he got very defensive and then came to my chat. It was just like that. I mean, like, I didn't chase him, didn't call him an R word,
I just wanted to clarify that he wasn't, he hasn't dropped an N-bomb. There is no confirmation of any N-bomb. And the closest thing is fine. What you saw, which was an N-GGA in Nicolina's chat, followed by her name.
It's still one of those things that, like Jelly was saying, it made people at least it made some people very uncomfortable. I shouldn't say all people, it made some people very uncomfortable. And that's not just that, but then the response to it was misunderstood.
But don't you agree that it's the intent that makes it racist or not?
I'm not talking about racism. Stop talking about racism. This is the other thing, is I'm not saying racism. I'm asking him about whether he used the word. I'm not even implying anything about it other than somebody asked me and then we're bothered by it. I'm bothered personally. This is a personal thing.
What's the implication
that people feel the need to use a slur? What's that?
Then what's the implication of the word if it's not racism?
Right?
Oh, well, you're talking about my personal, or you're talking about the situation?
I think we're giving a word a lot of power when we do that, right?
Yeah.
No, we are, but I'll tell you this way. Why I get offended by it is, especially online, is I've seen a lot of people play down the effects on other people of what they say, both in private and personally, dropping randomly, and we tell people to off themselves, and all. I'm offended by that too. In the same way.
Haven't you been able to tell, though, just from the little time you've been around me, that I would not accept racism?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's actually, you can ask Jelly. That's what I said. That's actually what I said. It has nothing, and this is the other thing, is I was defending you from the get-go, which is the other portion of the offense to the matter, is that I came in like, what the fuck? This person literally double confused the situation, which is about somebody else. You were laughing about something third party that 2 sides were confusing at the same time, it was even worse, because essentially that person made it worse in another crowd, with a different angle, which is like, oh my God, more confusion. So I went in and asked. I didn't accuse him. I just asked. He said no. I could have said, well, you blah 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 blah, but I don't believe I did, and I could be wrong. But I don't believe I did. I tried to be sensitive about it because I didn't know this person from Adam other than they're trolls, you know. So I mean, that's what it comes down to. And then I went to my chat and he followed. That's weird. That's where it gets weird, where it's like, if you're
but he didn't
so
drop
innocent,
an
why
M-bomb
follow?
there either, which was the other accusation.
But he trolled my. But he did troll my chat.
Forgive it. You did apologize for it.
Yeah. I mean, but he did troll my chat. But he did troll my chat by following. And then, are we going to drop N-bombs here? Apparently, which is where I got the misunderstanding from.
But I thought
which would be pretty understandable.
But my
and
issue with
Emily
that one
banned him.
is, if anybody could check that, it's you.
Yeah, but I can't anymore other than the video. We'd have to go back to the video to double check it. And I wasn't with my time. I'm not spending any time on this drama. That's the other portion, guys. I'm not spending any time on this drama. I came up here.
I know, but like when we like say something and then just move on, we're kind of left. Like he's just left with being accused of, like it sounds like being accused of being racist, right?
In front of like 200 people.
Well, the fact is he didn't have any problem with his trolling. He didn't have any problem with making fun of other people.
I think
but just to be asked a question,
making fun of people is fine. It
happens. But you understand that what we're saying is not. I didn't go in and say you're.
I know, but
racist.
I think he's taking. What I think is happening is like so. I have my issues with him, and then there's when you seen the way me and him were talking to each other, and then you seen this. You just assumed he was like just trying to like ruin everyone he talks to's life or some shit.
Well, I assumed that he's part of the Mean Girls because that was the crowd like basically attacking you at that moment and Kurt.
I understand that, but like that's what I think. Like I don't want anyone to think that they have to fight my thing with him. With other things,
no, and that wasn't it. It was just happened to be that like somebody.
I don't want anyone else to think they have to like exclude them from their communities because of my problem with him or anything like that, right? Like that's my
and that wasn't
it.
It was just
nobody to.
Yeah, it was an adjunct to the behavior. It was an add-on. It wasn't like just because. In fact, as a matter of fact, it was an add-on. You know, so that's the other problem with it is that like it wasn't just one thing.
Shit trickles down, man. I that's what I'm that's what I'm saying. I think this is what's happening here, and like he's taking even like I said, Jelly sounded like she was more offended with me than the statement. So I was like, that's why I wanted to come up and talk to her because
but unfortunately she
and I mean that's true. Initially it was, and then it was about the statement itself after I basically said, hey, look, there's got to be a misunderstanding there because we were all there. None of us saw this, at least when we were talking about the Daryl panel. And then the second piece was, oh, well, here it is. Here's the clip. But
so you're saying the Daryl panel?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what you're thinking about the Daryl panel. And all I can remember
I don't know
about something because I have a pretty good fucking memory. And there's something I remember along the line where he said like, something like, oh, you looking G finally up there, or something like this. And I said, oh, you stereotyping now, are we? You know, like making a joke with him, right? In Australia, when they say it's all G, they're meaning good, everything's good. Like he liked the change of the content. I made a joke with him at that point.
Yeah, see, I don't know what it was that they're even referring to in that one because I actually thought it was the clip that I found immediately thereafter.
Jelly's coming back up, so you could talk to her. And
okay. Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think of with the Daryl situation. Because like when I was on Daryl's panel, there was no one was going to be racist towards Daryl. They heard Daryl.
That would not be the place to do it.
Daryl. They know he ain't fucking around.
He'll
just roast the shit out of you.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I think this is part of the problem here is that nobody was meaning to light anybody up, but if you're gonna be wild out on the internet in any shape or form, whether you think it's cool or funny or that kind of thing, if somebody misunderstands it and someone like me doesn't know who the hell you are, doesn't know your connections, they're gonna address you and be like the only place there is to address you. And I'm not gonna go up on my stream and be like, there's this
And it's like,
dude.
it becomes the telephone game, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm hearing it, then I'm telling someone, then they're telling someone. The story
Yeah.
changes by the time they get to the last person, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's better for me.
Yeah.
I treat it like walking up in a bar and be like, "Hey, man, my friend over here just heard you drop the N-bomb. Is that true?"
Yeah, and I understand that, but I can
see his side. No, I see
say,
that.
I can confidently say, even with all my issues with Vincent, that I know he's not fucking racist. So
yeah, I don't even think honestly.
He wasn't ever trying to imply that kind of stuff,
Yeah, and this is the other thing to understand. I don't think a lot of these kids or folks that use that stuff are racist or bigoted. I actually think that they're just misunderstanding and insensitive, to be frank. Same with Destiny's thing with Trihex.
I don't even
complete insensitivity.
But in this case, I don't think he was being insensitive.
Well, I mean, I think that we have a different opinion on that one.
Maybe
I take it a different way.
But you understand.
I know it's funny.
You do
it's
understand where
it's
I'm coming
just a
from
form of
you, though, right?
triggering someone. It's just a form of triggering someone. I'm not even talking about rude mud crab right now in this context. When these mofos be doing this shit online, when they just be dropping N-bombs and dropping slurs, it's just to get a rise out of somebody.
Yep.
Yeah,
like the way
I even say, like, with the F slur, like, the F slur, like, think about it. You call straight men, like, in my younger days, I've called straight men that. I would never call gay guys that.
Yeah.
But you say it to straight men to hurt their ego, right? To make like, that's what they use these words. That's why I was saying, like, we're giving this word a lot of power when we're saying all this stuff about Vincent for something he was making a joke about something else, right? Like, there's context matters a lot.
Mm-hmm. And he was actually criticizing her for using the term at the time in that clip.
See, that's impossible to tell.
Hi, hi guys. Can you hear me okay?
Hey, there you
Am
go.
I clear?
Yeah. Great, actually. Nice.
Thanks. Yeah. You know what? I want to apologize to you, Dave. I know that we had beef.
We had
beef early on.
We did.
I just want to say that when I was he took away your wrench?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was so mad I unsubscribed.
Because I'm not female.
I was so annoyed. Oh my god.
No, keep the beef going with Dave. Keep it going. He's like, don't bring your drama here. Now look, drama.
Dave,
you know that's
all
there
drama all the time.
I'm supposed to be watching the movie.
You know that's there for bait,
on Dave's
right?
panel.
I'm supposed to be moving dirt for God's sake. Look at me.
Bait this.
Look at me.
Lita.
You want that woohoo Jew?
Got Farmer Aaron up here. Easy up here.
Christ.
This other guy with the blue avatar that I can't see right now. I'm sorry.
That's
Hornet. Look,
yeah.
Hornet up
Lita.
here. I'm sorry, Hornet. All right.
I got nothing but love for you, Lita. Just like Jelly when she was having beef with me. I had nothing but love for her too.
I mean, it was never really real beef.
It was a joke.
It was just I was really jealous in the moment. Like I'm like, wait a minute, I've been subscribed to this guy, and then this guy pops out of nowhere, being you, this guy. And then you get a wrench, and then I keep getting timed out. And I'm not saying that you were timing me out, but somebody was timing me out. And literally, Dave, that was my first day ever commenting.
Mm-hmm.
Like I typically spend weeks before I actually comment in someone's chat. And then for the day that I do,
I have those. They're my Bush people. I love them.
I was like, you know what? I'm unsubscribing. I can't deal with it anymore. But yeah, so that's where the beef comes from. So it's not like beef with you, but it's just beef about the situation.
Yeah, I got you.
I just needed a target at the moment. Good. That's all.
You're good. There were a lot of people that had beef with me for that one.
It was solid though. That's a solid win.
It was a good one. It was good. It was good.
I think it's actually just like getting fired by Prince, though. You earned it, and then you succinctly taken away.
And for the record, I was a great mod in that channel, way better than I am in Easy's channel.
All
right.
But yeah, so I wanted to come back to try to get some understanding. So you guys are saying that that the whole N-bomb thing is coming from other streams as well, or like, because I only specifically remember it from one, right?
From the Daryl stream.
So yeah, so Easy was talking to Daryl. I was in Easy's chat. And I remember, because it's not like the actual, so it was like, and I had to spell it out, but it was like, it said like cringe nigger, but it was like all these letters ran together. and I had sent it to Aaron, and I was like, because at first I'm looking at it and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This ain't what I'm thinking it's trying to say. And then Easy responds to it with like, whoa, the stereotypes, or LOL, the stereotypes, or something like that. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Like, so am I the only, but this is not my space, right? So I don't at Mud Crab. Because it's not my space for me to start like, whoa, like we using this kind of language here. And my mind just fell back and said, you know what? This ain't my space. This probably won't be a place that I come back to, because if this is the kind of language that they're using, this ain't for me.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm assuming it's from the Destiny thing where he said cringe really badly, and people make fun of it because he kept saying cringe.
He did not say cringe.
And eventually said a different word.
No. Stop giving Destiny the out. Destiny did not say cringe. Destiny said that word.
It started.
Destiny said that word. Can I please? Could I see the screenshot we're talking about? Because like I can't even picture him writing that.
That's what I saw. And like I had told Aaron, I wish I would have screenshotted it, because like typically that's what I do. But I think with the context of like
be able to find the
Mike
vid.
and Daryl and kind of like listening to the conversation. Like I said, this is my first time being like literally on your page. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. The thing was like I actually just talked about this before you came up. I remember at a point when he said it's finally looking all G here, right? And that's when I said to him, "Oh, the stereotypes, huh?" Joking with him, obviously, because I know in Australia when they say it's all G, they mean it's all good. But I'm making a joke with him about him saying it's looking all G here, because like he wasn't liking the content I was doing. So when I had Daryl on, he was liking that. He liked the change of content. So I made a joke with him about the stereotyping thing, because it's all G. It just sounds funny, right? Like over here, we don't say it like that. So I thought it was fucking funny to say it to him. But like, yeah, like he literally has a black kid, like a half black kid. Like he's not a racist. He wouldn't.
I mean,
I wouldn't accept that over at my spot. You get kicked real quick for doing that shit.
All I can tell you is what I saw, and when I brought it up to Aaron about like, because we were just kind of talking about like, you know, how we felt the stream went with like you and Mike falling out and all that other stuff. We were just talking about everything, and that's when I had brought it up, and I was like, I don't know if I myself could even go back over there, because he has like people in his chat from to me, which seems like dropping N-bombs, and I had to text Aaron so he could see. Because I didn't screenshot it, but I texted him kind of like how I remembered the word was spelled out. It was like triple C's, triple R's, triple N's, triple G's, and then triple N's.
Like that does sound like the Destiny meme. Like where, because like Destiny one time he was like no, and he finishes with the word, and then he tries to tell people, "Oh, I was saying cringe." That's not what happened. He did try to sneak that word in there, but the whole point of it is that's what I think he's probably saying that in the chat because we were talking about it on screen. So I'm saying, like he wouldn't just like use this language just for no reason. Like I have issues with the guy. I'm up here defending a guy I have mad issues with right now. So like I'm not defending him because he's like my best friend or anything. I'm really just doing what's right. I fight for the truth.
I mean, I hear you.
If I didn't do
I
that.
definitely hear you. I'm just, you know, like, but if you understand, like, so again, I'm just painting to you my context, how I'm viewing what's happening.
And I totally understand and respect that. But like, yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you, because like we don't fuck around with that racism shit over there. Like if you go see one of the last videos I posted, we have a mad racist guy come up on the panel, and like we're all just shitting on him. Like we don't we don't respect people like that whatsoever.
To the point where he came in and made a death threat in Easy's channel after.
Yep.
I mean, you know, yeah, I can't really, because I don't know you guys as like you know, easy, like that Daryl stream was like the very first time I had ever been over there, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, I can only imagine some of the things that you guys have to deal with as far as your content. Now, so you know, more power to you. I'm just
during
saying,
that Daryl stream, the amount of people that came up into Daryl's
I was watching it all.
Yep, it was wild. It was wild. I was like, he's got my trolls and his trolls right now back there. There was at least like 10 guys. It was so wild. Yeah,
most of them were trying to P-bomb him too.
And like I do get it. Those kind of people, they're the worst. Like, and that's why they get the mute button on my channel real quick.
Which is why I was surprised that he actually pulled me up.
I banned a lot of versions of that word so that you can't use it in my chat, and they'll still just come write it letter for letter in the chat to try and get it in there quick. Like it's disgusting. Like I do understand taking offense to that shit. I do, 100%. Like half my family's black, so like I would be
easy.
Shit.
Also easy. Know that I've shared unedited footage of the chess N bomb, and played it repeatedly alongside some other things that Destiny did. So it's one of those things that like Jelly may have actually heard it and known it subconsciously, because I played it a number of times a while back. So.
Yeah, I do appreciate you calling out actual racism. I just don't want somebody to get caught in the crosshairs that I don't feel deserves it. That's all. That's
I understand that,
but I'm advocating for him.
But and I understand that. But you guys do understand that that's a dangerous thing to play with when it comes to people that don't know you, because then you just see it out of context and have no clue why or what.
Well, actually, I think the more dangerous part is the assuming part, right? Like you're talking about a man that's raising 2 half-black children. Like, this is not a man that you should assume he was racist because of something you see. This was way easier way to do it. We could have just addressed
Mudcrab's in the chat. How come he just can't pull up and say?
Oh, he's at work right now. He's all the way in Australia, right? So his hours are different than ours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, because he can just explain his context. I mean, because I think that's what's important. Like, I think we're trying to figure out the who's, the whys, and the whats, and if he's the one saying whatever he's saying, then he should be able to provide whatever.
No, I understand. No, I'm only the reason I'm up here is because like I wanted to be able to, like, because like I said, I have a lot of issues with the guy. You know, like we're not on good terms whatsoever. But like I still wanted, like I think that was because he's in the AM right now. He's at work. I think this was probably one of the best voices that could come talk for him right now, as someone that doesn't agree with him on everything. But I wasn't gonna, like, he's definitely not a racist, and he wouldn't have said anything in a intent to offend anyone.
I mean, yeah, I get it. And I guess my question still is why, like, why use some sort of like acronym of a word?
He asked what he could say to prove to you guys that he didn't intend anything racist.
I would just love to hear it from him. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever he has the opportunity
quite a few times. He's in there. He keeps saying.
Well, he's supposed to.
He's not going to pop up on chat.
I mean, it doesn't have to be right now. I think what my question is why, like, because again, like Aaron had to provide me with the fact that the way of the spelling of the word comes from Destiny. Again, for me, I don't really listen to Destiny outside of like the first time I ever listened to him was him talking about talking to Angry Man, right? That was the very first time that I ever heard any of his content. And I think that was really the beginning and end of me actually sitting on his stream and listening to a debate. So for me, like, I mean, Aaron, I don't know. When Aaron told me that that's what it was supposed to mean, that was my first time hearing it. is what I'm saying. So with that, my understanding being said, I'm just curious, and he doesn't, again, he's working or whatever, but at some point I would like to know why even use that word. Why even use it?
Jorgen, for the one in Aaron's chat, we already figured out that it wasn't what you were saying.
Hey.
Or what he was originally thinking.
Do you have my screen up?
I have it.
Yeah. Okay. This
Oh,
is
that's
what.
the original.
This is the
Yeah.
meme. This is the meme.
Yeah.
So just listen to it. This is where it comes from.
Anybody else? Wait, whoa! Hold on. What?
So
the way
yes,
he smiles there.
Okay, so listen. He says, you see him going to say the word cringe. He puts the word in there, and then he goes, "Wait, whoa!" He notices he says it, but he doesn't care because he's like that shot. I don't know if you've ever listened to Destiny, right? But like But the whole point of it was that's where the meme comes from. Like that's why I wanted you to see that. Like because you were asking why is he spelling it like that and everything, because that's literally where that comes from.
So he was just saying it as a joke is what you're saying.
I think we probably might have even been talking about Destiny doing that.
So that's what I'm saying, Easy. And again, I'm just saying this is how I recall it. It was either you were talking to Daryl's stream about the E-Black stuff, or it was that following stream the next day. It was one of those two, because I haven't watched any of your other content. So for me, it's like, at where are we implying?
Okay, so you think it was either the Daryl stream or the one before it?
The one that, like, it was either
after it, sorry?
My brain says 90% it was when you were talking to Daryl about his backstory with E-Black. That's what my brain is saying. But it could have been the following E-Black stream. So again, my question is, like, understanding that context, that's him trying to get the word out in like this sly way. With that content that you were doing on those two nights, what is the point?
I'm gonna look on the live and see if I can find that.
I mean, he's in the chat. He can explain it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Real quiet. Sorry.
Yeah.
To go check.
I thought I lost connection again. Oh my god.
I was worried for a second too, because it got way too quiet. Like everybody stopped talking at the exact same time. It's like, wait a minute. Usually my
Lita, would you stop using that whack fake accent, please?
Yeah, we need to get
just be you for once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'll use my regular accent now. Better. Thanks.
That's much better.
It must be tiring.
It's
got to be so
satisfied?
tiring.
Yeah, I'll do this from now on. Thank you. For Dave, especially.
It's all my fault.
It's always all your fault.
I know. It happens. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. By the way, tomorrow I'm doing a karaoke stream. I'm going to be singing. Anybody who wants to request a song that I don't intend to sing anyway, feel free to drop $5 and I'll sing anything pretty much. As long as it doesn't have like TOS or anything like that. Or I don't deem it racist or homophobic or something like that. I'm going
to send $50 and make you sing Pants Feet 10 times.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for $50
there you go.
In my pocket.
See, that's what I'm talking about, people. That's what I'm talking about. Trust Dave.
I'm all about the money. That is my shill stream on Fridays is my goal now. going to try to do it like every Friday.
Dave,
and I feel like it would be a good way for me to have everybody save their money during my other streams. I don't need them to send me donations or anything. But on Fridays, that's when you can send me donations and get me to sing stupid
Dave
songs.
on his grift.
If I get too many requests, at some point I might have to up the price. But for now, $5 seems fair.
Dave, you need to start selling fresh Dave air in little packages.
True. Where I just breathe into a little like plastic baggie.
Exactly. Send it to him fresh.
And I'll also accept $5 to shut up for 5 minutes during my my karaoke show.
That should be 20, Dave.
So if you want to be here and you
just
just don't want to hear me singing anymore for 5 minutes, donate me $5 and just type silence and I'll be silent. That's a good idea. I should add that into my list.
Dude, 20, Dave. Don't go low. Go high.
Well, no, we start with, we got to get them addicted to it.
Okay. Okay.
I learned this from selling drugs when I was a kid.
You just said that on the internet, bro. Come on.
I know, it's obviously a joke. The internet knows I'm joking, right?
Sure. I haven't known you for 4 months, bro.
True.
I don't know the whole content.
Hornet and Jorgen, I sent you both the link to that live with Daryl. If you could just help me skim through this, I'm just like skimming through it real quick so I can just like hopefully get the context here.
You know, Easy, it's not really. So for me, like I don't know if you heard me when I first came in. Like for me, it's not really that super of a deal, right? Like I don't want you to have to like scratch your brain over this like that. It was just kind of an assessment that I had taken away from it. Mm-hmm. Mudcrab is saying that he just meant to be cringe, I guess, because that's just him, right? I'll just take that for what it is, you know. So, you know, again, you know, to me, this is kind of like small change in comparison to like bigger things to deal with on the internet. I mean, you know, trolls are everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, I don't know. Like again, I was really like confused that this even came up again. I thought we had kind of moved past this, but I'm just really here to kind of provide context and just, you know, explain what I saw and how I perceived how the conversation was going. But mm-hmm. that's really it. Like,
yeah, I just wanted to defend my friend who I felt was painted as being racist, and I felt like he didn't deserve it.
Yeah, and like so Aaron like had said you were offended, and like I thought you like it was by him, but then like when I heard you, it kind of sounded like you were offended by my reaction to it. So like, and then like I felt like there was some like big confusion here. So like that's kind of why I wanted to come up and just make sure everything was cool, because like I didn't want everybody to get dragged into something. Because like I said, me and Vincent have our own issues, but like. Uh-huh. I don't. Everybody doesn't need to get like dragged into something with him that doesn't need to be there. And like, if you have it, if you were offended by my reaction to it, that's why I wanted you to understand all of the context around everything. Yeah, because like,
I appreciate it.
Like I said, I do not accept no fucking racist goofy over there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Because when I spoke to Aaron about it, he said he wanted to look into it and kind of have a conversation with you about it. And I mean, even then I was like, you know, well, if you want to, you know, tap me into a 3-way call or whatever it was, or however many people call, mm-hmm. I was absolutely fine with it. So, I mean, for me, it was, like I said, it was just like an observation of something that I was witnessing in real time without a lot of this context that you guys are talking about. And to your point, when I first saw it, yeah, I was offended because I'm like, you know, not necessarily, because again, I don't know anything about your family. I'm just looking at it for what it is. And I'm like, oh, this space ain't for me. Like, let me back up a little bit. And I know that I was there to support the content, but you know, my handle about how I engage with folks had changed at that point. But I mean, you know, again, for me, in my head, I thought we were kind of past this. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, today's the first time I'm addressing it at all because like it's the first time I'm really hearing about it in this light. Like I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't like. I don't know, Aaron. I think you made it a little bit more than it was. Can you agree with this?
It turned out more than it was. But the fact is that if you look in chat, it wasn't like I kept trolling him or anything. I asked him something. He said no. I said, okay, I'm going to go check the footage. We'll check it out. He came into my chat, said something crazy enough to get Emily to ban him, and that's as far as it goes. I mean, I didn't even give it more thought.
But that was what he said wasn't actually that bad. It was him
but
throwing
forget
the
about
same
that, Dave.
question at you that you threw at him in the other chat, which you said is a perfectly fine question.
Well, no, he didn't send me the same question. He didn't send
I
the same question as far as I know.
For the thing.
Sure
Secondly,
of the thing. No,
Eric,
this is the thing, guys. Is
the problem with
I've already apologized for a
Yeah.
misunderstanding. Let me finish. God, I've already apologized for my misunderstanding in the scenario. What I'm not hearing, though, is an admission beyond what Speakeasy has mentioned that you understand that what he was doing wasn't just risky amongst people he didn't know, but also seems really like not cool. You understand that, right? That why I would walk up to the guy in the bar when I said, "Hey, did my friend just said that she heard you saying the N-bomb? Is that true? Go look at it." But all right, and then he followed me
So
in my space.
Right here, this is actually what was said where I made fun of him saying he's being stereotypical. Gangster. He said, "This is so gangster, I feel like I'm watching a Saints Row cutscene." This is what it was. Obviously, because he says later, I'll show you this after too. I'll bring it back up. He says after because he likes Saints Row. He's been shitting on me this whole time before this too because he hates the content that I'm doing. He makes fun of it that it's all old white women. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So he just popped in at this point right here. And this is what was said when the stereotypical comment was made to him. So I'm gonna keep searching now to find the cringe part. I haven't.
I sent you the timestamp. I sent you the timestamp.
Oh, you sent me the timestamp?
So we did find it.
Okay.
So we did find it.
What's the timestamp?
4 hours, 54 minutes, and 23 seconds. It's in the chat.
Oh, it's coming up right now. Okay. Let's hear it.
Eat like, but right now, bro, we ain't got no smoke. You know what I'm saying? We had smoke, I would hit you up and told you.
Oh man, it's been a long night. Is that a real dark lake back there? For fuck's sake.
What's that?
Dark lake. The only way I can trust you right now, even though you're my horseman, is if you do that, hey, oh, hey, all right, that's dark. I know I can trust mine.
Soy Blue would approve. I'm assuming that's referring to Destiny.
It's been
Dark
crazy.
Lake, what it do?
What up?
And Speakeasy, I'm sorry for calling you a white.
There it is.
You good, dog? You good. I get
How
it.
you doing?
People be fucking around on these internets, so I get it.
You know, all my mentors is alpha. I'm 1906, brother. Yeah. You feel me? 1906. Right. I did a whole show the other day, and people didn't even know who Henrietta Lacks was. Right. You see, that's a problem for me. I know you Kappa. I'm 1906.
Wow.
I'm 1906, brother.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So look, I know the jaws, but you know ours, bro.
Yeah.
You know me.
I know A5. My brother A5.
So for me, you know, all my mentors is alpha. Dr. Dwayne Jenkins here at Michigan State, my main mentor. Right. You know, his wife, Christine Jenkins, my main mentors. All of them graduate, right. Bro. All of them pro-black. All of them help black people get money. You don't gotta shit on us. You don't gotta be disingenuous. So like, again, E-Black, let you know right now, bro, we ain't got no smoke. You know what I'm saying? If we had smoke, I would have hit you up and told you.
Oh man, it's been dark. It's been a long night. Is that a real dark lake back there? For fuck's sake.
What's that?
Dark lake. The only way I can trust you right now, even though you're my horseman, is if you do that, hey, oh, hey, all right, that's dark. I know I can trust my niggas.
So there's no reference to Destiny, right?
Right above it, there's the
Soy boy
would approve.
Would approve.
And
Yeah.
Speakeasy, I'm sorry.
But that's his own reference to it.
And this is
Not
what I
the-
wanted
that's
you to
not
see.
what's
So
on the
when I
screen.
say the
Yeah.
shit, I scrolled up. So you see me say "damn rude mud" stereotypes. Obviously, I'm referring to when he's talking at first here, right?
Yeah.
This, to be honest with you, that's why I said we were probably talking about Destiny. I don't remember this.
Yeah, that's
in.
I think what she's
I'm
talking about.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't even know who Soy Blue is.
Destiny, dude.
Soy Blue is Destiny because he's got the blue hair and he's
Oh,
called a soy boy.
Yeah, Soy Blue. That's why. That's why.
Yes,
Soy
okay,
Blue.
I get it. Yeah, okay. I should have thought about that for a second. Yeah, but yeah, so he's okay. So he makes the Destiny reference.
He makes the Destiny reference, then says the Destiny thing, right?
Yeah.
So an N-bomb was dropped.
No.
Where's
the N-bomb?
That's not. It's not even spelt that way, right? It's not.
Where's the N-bomb?
But you guys just played the
NGGR.
video where he's
Right.
saying
So
that.
like
So
I
he
said,
is saying it, right?
he's referring to that Destiny video. Yes.
But because of what?
So he
Because he said he feels like he's watching a Saints Row cutscene referring to the panel, right?
that I'm also on too, right?
I mean, yeah, but we're all listening to the content, right? Or am I going too far? Am I reaching? I don't know. But when I read it, to me, I was like, am I reading this
No,
wrong?
to be honest with you, no. Wait, I do want to say, now that I've seen it, how it comes out in the chat, and I do completely understand why you took it that way.
Yeah.
100%.
With context,
and like I think Vince, I don't know what, I'm not looking at the chat right now, but I think Vincent could actually see why you could see it that way too. I don't know. I'm not.
And I think the other thing with Nicolina, it compounds it from my point of view.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I get it. I actually do. I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm not. I'm here to defend truth, and like, yeah, I do see why you would read that and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to provide you with I don't know anything about Destiny. I don't know anything about your content or, people you have beef with or anything like that. When I read it, that's how I perceived it.
100%.
And again,
and also know this.
Give me 1 second. When Aaron clarified that that's where that came from, I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me just fall all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to me that made it exponentially worse that it came from somewhere where he was trying to say it without saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No,
that's it, and that's all.
So just as a side note,
no, I do understand that.
The other two people had seen that, and I thought Jelly had actually also seen the footage because I played it. I have a whole episode. It's one of my 500 views or something like that, whatever. Where I uncut what you just shared right there repeatedly next to him denying that he ever said it 6 months ago. So some people, the other two people that came to me, had seen that footage and knew what that reference was about. So that's part of the whole beginning of the people who came to me. Now, my understanding was seeing the second footage and mistake. So that's a whole other thing.
Wait, did you say 6 months ago?
No, I'm sorry?
Did you say 6 months ago?
No, I'm probably misspoke. I'm sorry. About what?
Yeah, it just sounded like you said 6 months ago, like people approached you 6 months ago, and this didn't happen until 3 weeks ago. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying 6 months ago. No.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was just misunderstanding there.
Yeah, no problem. When I'm on an iPad, it's really bad, so I'm sure it's not sounding good.
Hi, Mamita.
But yeah, like I said, no, I totally actually get why you would see that and be like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I actually, like, when I see it get played out the way it gets played out in the chat, and then like I'm slow to respond when I'm on a panel, so I'm responding to what he says at first, but looks like I'm responding to him saying that word, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like, so no, I totally get it.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's some, so for me personally, I find issue with like, are we saying that he was referring to it or actually dropping it? Like I have issue with that, because to me, like, even with all the context, like, it just doesn't, oh, I feel like I'm listening to a cutscene from Saints Row.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not gonna lie,
and whatever
it looked
the,
worse than I initially
yeah,
thought, but
yeah. So for me, like, the whole, like, is it a reference or not is kind of a moot point. But but to your point that you were, again, you're on the panel, and again, this is why I said to Aaron, like, if you want to get together, you got my number, you can call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't, I just want to provide, this is what I saw, because I don't know nothing about nobody. But now that we're seeing it
100%.
again, it all it is for me, at least in my mind, is reaffirming my initial thought. Like, yo, like, what is it? Like, I'm not tripping about what I saw. Like, this, it doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
if anything, it confirms why I felt like I needed to ask. And I had seen the second piece of footage and missed this, though she described it to me. So I actually thought that she something and saw the other thing,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna stand behind my friend and say that he isn't racist.
Yeah. Well, no,
Just
yeah,
give him my stamp of approval.
like I said, I know he's not racist, but like I said, I totally understand now why she took it the way.
Yeah,
she
without
took
the context,
it.
I would say the same. But even with the context, now that she has to be still offended.
Without
So
knowing
I'm
like
just like,
everything about the person and everything, I could see how that it would come off as racist. No, so I don't fault that perception whatsoever. I probably would have perceived it the same if I didn't know Mantis. Or I mean, if I didn't know Mudcrab. Sorry, I was reading Mantis's name. My bad.
No, yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, and again, it was the major problem that I had with it initially was that when Aaron came in and asked about it, it felt more accusatory, and he was like, "I'm gonna make a video about this." So obviously, you were not just making just a question. You were saying, "I'm gonna make a video about this." I don't know what I saw, right?
And I also just want to show one thing too. Sorry, I just want to show you one more part here. Because like after I say stereotypes, right here, let me bring it up. I think it's kind of fair to show this part because like I said to you where he was like he's referring to how he likes the content again. So like I just want to show you it's like the kind of the confirmation of what I'm saying, like so you're not thinking I'm just talking on my ass. Like I said, I have issues with Vincent, but I know he's not racist. So after I said the damn rude mud stereotypes, we go a little further down the chat. He says, no, I didn't read the part where he says no stereotypes. Wait, it's going to come. Just let me, instead of skipping it. Oh, look, wait. He goes, LOL, no stereotypes. Remasculinated. Like he's saying that it's more masculine content. He was hating the content we were doing before, right? Like this was kind of like a little start between us bumping head was the fact that he didn't like my content. So yeah, like I said, I know what you're saying where like it's kind of mute. It doesn't matter if he was referring or whatever, but I'm just trying to like I just want you to know I'm not gonna let people just be racist in my chat or like that's not like I actually like keep my community safe from a lot of bullshit. I don't want you to think that I would let that shit happen over there too.
No, I mean, I've listened to everybody kind of talk about, this whole thing happening in other spaces. So I get that there was a lot of other context that, I just wasn't privy to. So like I said, I just have to, it is what it is. Like, again, I'm new. I don't understand everything. And again, to me, like, it's not really that huge of an issue. You know, like we're all adults. It's 2023. Like if you can't, you know, if your skin isn't thick enough to kind of deal with this stuff, then you probably shouldn't be on panels or commenting in people's sections.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so, you know, I just wanted to share how it came across to me. Yeah, so I get it. I understand it. It, like I said, it is what it is. Like there's no hard feelings. Like you won't, I don't make like shit content and do like hit pieces on people. So you don't have to worry about me like doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But that was it. I just wanted to share just, you know, my little thing in this story. That's all.
No, I appreciate
Yeah,
it. Thank you for
I'm
coming.
glad.
I appreciate that. That's
Yeah,
I
thank you,
needed
Jelly,
that
for
kind of
that, for
context.
clarifying it.
And you can consider our beef
Avoided.
squash.
I gotta ask you just to clarify something. Realize that the reason that I said I was gonna make a video is because he asked for context, right?
It
You're
didn't
asking
sound
me?
that way in the chat, but if it's that reason, then okay. But in that chat, it was like it really felt accusatory, and I was just again when I'm watching
Yeah,
chat,
it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to
yeah.
be. In fact, I thought
Okay.
he was being incredibly defensive in response. By the way, I think admitting to it by responding that way, thinking he was trolling. So you know, so I mean that's where my attitude was coming from. Like I think this guy's just trolling. He responded to me in some kind of wild way, frankly. It seemed to me at the time. I could be wrong. And then I was like, I think he wanted some context. So it's like, all right, bro. So I guess I got to make a video about this. All right. I mean, I don't do that kind of stuff. You know, if anything, I'll make fun of somebody like Pearl because that's a different story. You know, somebody was saying I was white knighting earlier, and you know, I don't do that. I'm fallible. I fuck up too. But the point is like, you know, I will always stand up for the people who turn to me and go, hey, something was fucked up. Did you go say it? And I'm, you know, I tried my best to not be like, hey, you know, because I didn't even think that. I didn't even really know, to be frank. It was more a question of listening, you know. And then the response was kind of wacky, and then after was even wackier. So, you know.
But I think you could understand where Crab was coming from. From like he felt accused, so he's gonna come at you, right? Like,
Oh, I understand he might. Well, he didn't come at me. That's the other thing is he apparently. I'm not even sure what he did in chat. He did whatever he did in chat.
Like I said, I'm
what are
pretty
the
sure.
folks talking about?
I'm pretty sure he said the exact same thing to you that you asked him when you came on panel.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be frank with you. All I know is that I looked down and I'd have to look back at it. And, you know, the chat in my thing is that's their own. Everybody has a wrench. So he came in and somebody didn't like what he was saying.
And again, I have no problem with him being
Yeah,
banned from your chat for it. The only reason
I
I
think
brought
it's
it
timed
up
out,
is because you
but
were
you did.
either way. The only reason I brought it up was because you were saying that he dropped an N-bomb in your chat, which we've clarified isn't what happened, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
That's the only reason
Yes,
I have
once
an
again,
issue
that's-
with that part.
Yeah. And you understand why I would have believed as it was kind of described to me, is that right?
I got you. I get that.
Cool. So
but
that's the thing is it's part of the reality of I would just be like, oh, I guess it's doing it again, you know, or whatever.
And the topic is dead after this. I just wanted to say my piece and hopefully
just air it out.
End of the animosity between the two.
Oh, I feel that.
I see you two snipe at each other in chat. I don't know if it's intentional, one-sided, two-sided. I'm not here to judge that.
Let me be fair, but
saying.
Mantis, Dave, that dude and Mantis have always trolled me without knowing me.
I mean, Mantis trolls me too. So does Mudcrab.
Okay, but out of all people, I'm just the worst person to troll. I'm the worst person to troll. One, because on the face front, I'm going to be straight ahead, and on the backside, I'm a sub genius. I will do the long ass troll. I'm not trying to fuck with me. You know, I tell people face forward. You know, I'll play some fun. I have fun, and I don't hurt people. You know, I just have fun. So that's the other thing is like, you know, I just feel like
you're not wrong,
it's a lot of unnecessary. It's a lot of unnecessary. You know what I mean? You know, that's the other thing, Terry. In all facets, because dude could have just been like,
when I say
no,
trolling,
man,
I don't
think it's a misunderstanding.
I really quickly want to qualify something for Mantis. When I say trolling me, I don't mean it in like a negative way. I mean trolling as in like jabbing. Like I don't always mean trolling as a negative, like vindictive thing. Like
No.
Oh, she definitely does that to me. Yo, that's
Mudcrab
why.
also trolls me.
This is why Aaron has that picture of her,
Yeah.
right? Like she does that to me. I'm not gonna let y'all cap for me what she does for me, right?
Yeah, no,
she
I'm
does
not
that
talking
to
about
me,
what she does
100%.
for you. I'm talking about what she does
Like
to
she
me.
literally said the only reason she comes to my chat is to try and piss me off. So like, it is what it is.
Damn.
But that's with me. That has nothing to
Yeah.
do with like any racist things or anything that
No.
Vincent did. Like
Yeah, that's
you
what
know,
I'm
that's
clarifying. You're good.
Mantis. That's her own shit.
No, Agents of Chaos are fine as long as they're in good fun. That's what it's about, you know? I mean, like, come on, folks, go back to the Subgenius. We fucking invented that shit, at least in the modern day. And so, but this is the thing about it is, like, there seems to be a lot of this common, like, prank fun that it should just be fun and pranking that's taken to a very mean level. That when people do it, you can't take them as a joke any longer. Edgelording is not funny to people who don't know it's edgelording. And that's a thing that's missed. A lot of times people, oh, it's just funny. Well, there's other people around, and most people don't think that's funny unless you're terminally online.
Yeah, she's
Frankly,
not being
that's
funny
my
to me.
point.
She's being spiteful.
Yeah.
There is
She's
actual
like,
spite in yours.
Yeah.
And
she's
she
being
admits
spiteful
to
to
it.
me.
She's even
to
saying
me,
it there.
it's different, right? Like that's why I'm trying to say you got to separate what she's doing to me to. Like I
What
said, I
she's
don't want other
doing in your
communities
chat
to
or
exclude
other
her.
chat.
I don't want other like. I'm not telling Dave, hey, bro, if you have Mantis in your chat, I'm not coming. You're not allowed to come on my channel, or like I'm not coming over here. Like that would be stupid, right? Like I don't want anyone to do
by the
that
way,
shit to her or Vincent for the shit that we're going. That'd be stupid of me. I wouldn't be the person I say I am if I fucking told y'all to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is another thing about this situation that I think is very humorous because, you know, I have a democratic, or I guess I don't know what to call it. I have a chat that where everybody's armed if you're an earnest person, and I hand out a wrench to everybody. So when the chat decides you don't belong there, they've decided that. I didn't tell them to do that. I looked over and somebody had made that decision after apparently a number of runs at the chat. The reason we do that is because, and I'll tell you, this is the other thing that's telling, and you know, there's like 3 people that have actually been muted from my chat by the chat, and all of them, there's the other 2 I know for what exactly the reason because I watched it, but I missed his. But I have to assume if the other 2 are pretty earnest.
Well, no, I did it. I'll just be clear. I
you did.
It was me, and that was really for 2 reasons. So first, it was based off of a private conversation about trolls and whatnot, and then also with the context of, you know, I think when you were on the panel, you had said that Mudcrab had trolled you or had trolled somebody else, and then so I was just like, oh well, you muted him, so he's still talking. He needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I mean, you know, but again, this is me doing this, not knowing all of this context.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
like, literally, I know he I don't know if he said it yet in the chat, but I know he looked at what we just watched and he's probably thinking, oh shit, anyone fucking seeing that is
he even said it could be misinterpreted. Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
If I
like,
saw that and didn't know me, I would have thought so too.
Yeah, I appreciate him saying that because that makes a big difference. That's a lot of humility, and that's a grown up act, by the way, to say that. So I appreciate. I can't see the chat, so I don't know.
You're good. I do want to address something. The everybody has a wrench isn't necessarily democracy; it's more anarchy.
Culture. Yeah, it's a little anarchy, but
because any one
they
person can ban somebody permanently. It doesn't have to be
but the
voted
people in the
on.
chat. Dave, what you're not assuming though is that
no, I understand. I'm just saying
11 people in my chat, and nobody's going to be totalitarian with 11 people. It tends to be more democratic. Once we get to a larger frame of people, there's probably going to change. But I honestly think it works pretty well because everybody behaves themselves.
I think it's fun for sure. It absolutely is fun. It's fun,
and it does. It makes it
the wrenching ceremony and everything. It definitely, it's a cool thing to do, for sure.
Oh, thank you. Well, the bigger deal about it, by the way, is because the few, and I don't want to equate, and I'm going to say this, I do not want to equate Rude Mudcrab with anybody else who has been muted. This is a different story.
Yeah.
Somebody else chose to. I had actually said, well, if the chat choose to mute them, do so or not, you can deal with them. This person was literally, no joke, had a Nazi symbol and an SS name, and was
I'm
arguing.
pretty sure I'd quickly get rid of that one too.
That's a ban.
I wouldn't even ask the chat, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. The chat is theirs. That's the whole thing. Is you know,
if I was in your chat that day, I would have muted them immediately or hid them immediately.
Yeah,
upon
yeah,
seeing
and
the
so
Nazi flag.
People were very patient with him.
Nope.
To be frank, he came up arguing about it. He'd been chasing, and his first comment was, "Aaron, are you ready to reconcile your comment about 14-year being legal, and or something to that degree?" Because he was commenting on the Pearly Things post that I put up, where she says 16-year-olds are more attractive than 26-year-olds, and I was appalled at that because it's just disturbing.
Well,
you
it
know,
depends on the eye of the beholder,
and
because if the beholder is 14, hopefully a 16-year-old does look better than a
yeah,
26-year-old.
the reference she's making, Dave, is
Yeah, I
that people
know.
should be dating 16-year-olds, not
I'm aware.
26-year-olds. You know, because I mean, so in Baba, I'm going to say this person's name or their screen name. You know, commented on the post and then came into chat and earnestly tried to debate the subject. And I give them all props for trying, but wow.
That's not the best point to. No, that's a bad hill to try to die on.
No. And
Not the hill
he
you
made
want
it
to
through
die on.
Friday. This is how patient, by the way, the ranchers are, the mod squad are. He made it through Friday unscathed. Everybody just started to ignore him and just let him alone. And then on Monday, asked again, and I don't remember who it was, but somebody was just like heard him say one thing, and it was like, whoop, all right, he's gone.
All right, I love you all. Does anybody have anything else to say on the matter before I wrap up stream? Because I've gone 2 hours over what I was originally intended.
I'm just glad we got to clear things up. And
Same.
like Jelly, like I said, I hope you know you're always welcome to come over and talk about anything. I always do open panels. Like I love when people even come and change the subject. It's okay with me. People get a little upset sometimes, but I'm okay with it as long as it's not too crazy. But yeah, like
I mean, I'll definitely come over. There is something else that I would like to talk to you about.
For sure.
You know, one day here soon, I'll pull up on the panel.
Okay, yeah, I'd love that.
All right, but thank you guys for hosting me. Thank you, Dave.
And Jelly, you know I love you. Come by.
Jelly, thank you for coming up and helping to add
absolutely,
context.
for sure.
I was doing a piss poor job.
Lauren.
Yeah, you had me shook. I didn't know it felt like a real emergency. You had me walk out of a business meeting.
I apologize. No, I'm on the back of a tractor, and it just came up as I'm listening to it randomly at too. And I texted something in the chat back to somebody saying something, and then suddenly it was on, and it was like, oh my god, I'm on the back of a tractor. What the hell?
Yeah,
so
you can't call me twice back to back though. That scares me.
Yeah,
true.
I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah,
the reason you got the back.
I get that same feeling when I get 2 in a row. I'm like, oh shit, what's that?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And Lauren says hi.
Jelly, so just so you know, the reason you got the back-to-back, that I apologize for that. That my phone cut off that first time, so I had to recall.
Oh, so again, I didn't know. I'm just saying that, when people call back to back, I start getting paranoid. I'm thinking like,
oh,
a
no,
ship is on fire.
100%.
Yeah. So
100%.
I mean, but so I'm glad that we got to talk. I really would have loved for Mud Crab to be here because I think it would have killed a lot of the.
A good time of the weekend. Like he would probably come up this weekend on the panel if he's not busy on the weekend.
A Friday night would be best. For
Friday night. Like
Fridays are for karaoke.
If you're okay for Friday night, like that's tomorrow night. But yeah, I could maybe get that set up.
I mean, well, I think that we.
That's what I mean. I think we're past it, anyways. Like I said, I have issues with the guy, but like I still wanted. That's why I wanted to come and speak for him, because like everyone else here is his friend, and they have no issues with him. I figured if someone that had issues with him spoke, it'd give you a little bit more of a reason to understand it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because like anybody's friend is gonna come to the defense, and it's, like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I think it probably would have ended this conversation a lot sooner because again, a lot of people were trying to, figure out what was going on when it was happening, except for the person that said the things that could just clarify. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like I said, it's all good. I'm not tripping about it. It is what it is. We're all adults here. I'm glad that we can have productive conversations like this. And Dave, no, we don't have beef anymore. But I appreciate you guys for having me up here.
Appreciate you.
That went down again. Oh no.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jelly.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you, Jelly.
absolutely.
Thanks for popping.
Have fun. Eat some dinner if you guys haven't. Have y'all ate dinner yet?
I do need to eat.
Yes,
That's
I ate
part of the
some
reason
great
why I want
spaghetti.
to wrap up. I want to go make a pizza.
Oh.
That's what I was doing before all this.
Okay, so what did everybody eat real quick before I leave?
I ate spaghetti, but like it was like off of like those one of those internet recipes where it's got like the meat sauce and the Alfredo sauce.
Oh,
and
I fucking love that.
It's really good. And then you put the cheese on top. You bake it in the oven.
Pomodoro type sauce. I freaking love
Gonna
it.
make me make a chicken parm tonight. Come on. Now I'm hungry for chicken parm. Let's go.
I kind of want to order that now. I want to find someone that has it. And now I'm gonna make my pizza. I'm gonna continue being poor. We're
Pizza?
good. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you have a kitchen full of ingredients. I
Nope.
know.
I don't.
No?
Not right
Oh,
now.
Dave.
I'm being very skimpy on money, so I am cutting down to very bare essentials
You have
for a
flour?
little while. Maybe.
You have flour and eggs?
Eggs, not that are good. The only eggs are probably a little over, a little past. If they're in
Dave,
there.
you're talking to handmade Jelly over here. She's a mistress of the arts. Everything
true.
handmade, off grid.
We'll talk, and I actually would love to have a conversation with you sometime if you could help me come up with a way to efficiently make money stretch baking my own food instead of buying freezer food.
And that's what I'm here for, to
I
make
would
everybody's
love that.
lives better.
I would love
Yeah.
that because
One of my many missions
horrible at
in
it.
life.
And I'm
to make people better.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of sick of just eating chicken and rice when I make my own food. Because that's pretty much what I do is chicken and rice or eggs in the morning.
Dave, that's your new show. Is teaching Dave to cook. We can totally hook you up. Come on.
We can pick it. We can pick a day of the week, and I will take a camera into my kitchen and figure something out.
Yeah, I want you through it.
Yes, Jelly, both of us, because I cook and bake. So
really,
yeah, man.
I guess you do a little bit of everything. You are kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm working on some homemade cheese recipes.
I'm
Dave,
gonna go get
so-
ready for my stream here. It's in the next hour.
Righteous. Thank you.
Next
you for
hour,
helping
we're gonna
us,
do
Jackson.
the. Did you guys look at the Fresh and Fit getting demonetized or the Foozy 2 getting arrested?
That's the stuff I was covering today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to cover that, and then there's something crazy Nicolina's done that we have all the proof of. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go.
So,
Dave, go
everybody
easy.
in chat,
All
make
right.
sure, even though I'm sure you all will be there, make sure you tune in to Speakeasy for the coverage of the stuff I covered today, so you can see another perspective on it. It's always good to have.
Love you all, man. Love you all.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you sub and
Hey,
like
easy.
the fucking stream, guys.
Yes.
Sub up to Dave.
Yeah.
Like the stream.
Hit
How
that
many
like
likes does
button.
he have?
Come on, man.
I don't know. I don't keep my analytics up
Hey,
while I'm
like,
streaming.
yeah.
It's easier
Free.
for me. That way I'm not tempted to adjust. I just kind of go with the flow. I ride the wave.
Nah, I'm gonna teach you what you should be doing, and I'm gonna teach you what you should be doing, bro.
That's good.
Trust me.
We'll have
All right.
we'll have a day where we actually take some time and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I also still by tomorrow I need you to help me get my
TTS
some
is set
kind
up.
of sound notification or TTS or something, so that I don't miss. Because I missed one today too. Thankfully, Jordan.
I could also help you with the
It's
TCS.
very easy. I'll help
Okay.
you out. I'll help you out.
All right. So
Okay.
whoever wants
I'll
to
talk to
do
you
that.
guys in a bit. Love you guys.
Aaron.
Yeah.
No hard
Love you,
feelings.
brother.
We're still good.
Yeah, we're
Of
all
course
good.
we
All
are.
good.
I figured, but I always want to end any kind of conversation that gets a little.
I
heated.
can argue. We've
Being
argued
safe.
before.
I know.
Yeah.
This is for chat, kind of as well, to know that we don't actually have beef.
Yeah.
It's fun to do
No.
these kind of things.
No.
It's fun to get to the bottom of everything.
If
And
I could
even
tackle
we
Dave
do
out of
get
his chair
heated
right
at
now, I
different
probably
times,
would.
and that's okay. And I'd
Yeah,
give you a
no.
big bear hug, and you'd probably tap because I'm huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I would be crushed. This is true, but I'd still try.
And I'd appreciate that. And you know what? You might have some hidden talents because you seem to have a lot of hidden talents that could possibly.
I am not really. I'll just be be honest with you. I'm not somebody that you want to wrestle out of nowhere just because of the three older brothers.
If I found out you had a
It's one
judo
of those
black
natural
belt somehow,
symptoms.
I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just put it that way.
I wish. I have a friend though. I have this friend who is like this little small petite man. He's a luthier. He builds guitars,
It's all
and
good,
he is a
Mudcrab, I
master of
appreciate you. Sorry, go on. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
thank you. But, hey, Mudcrab, I just want to, whatever the issue was, I apologize for the misunderstanding and that you were ever treated outside of that poorly. But I hope you understand where the misunderstanding was, and I appreciate that you where we saw it as. So, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all we resolved.
Good
Thank you,
deal.
Lauren.
Good deal. Can we just dump this into the other people's world and show them how that works?
I wish. I
wish they could resolve things this way.
I want to be I want that to happen more. I want to be a place where that does happen.
Can I tell you that I've found something else that we can talk about off stream?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm always down to talk off stream and talk about stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out, you guys.
Yep,
I need to
thanks,
go finish
Hornet.
eating what I was eating.
I will talk to
But
you later, I'm sure, at some point.
nice conversation, guys. Yeah.
Yes, and I
Glad we were able to
appreciate
give
you
it a
being
shot.
here, boy. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep. And I might have got heated at points, but you understand why. And
Yeah. That's the whole point of these conversations. You get a little heated. You get your
I
point across.
enjoy getting heated. If I don't get heated in an argument, I feel like it was a little boring. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that too. Giving me the chance to amp up and try to assert my dominance, which I have none of. All right.
It's hard to resolve conflict.
All right. Well, good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night. All right, Dave, I'm going to call you in the Discord.
All right, cool. I'm going to end stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. Love you all. Sub up. Hit
Chat,
that
I
like
love
button.
you. Chat, I don't know who's in the chat, but I love you. Probably Fuzzy B. I love you.
I'm going to give one more link
Pants.
to Aaron's before I disappear, if I can find it.
Thank you. Pants, feet.
No. Feet pants. No.
Sorry,
it's eggs
sorry.
meat.
I will find
No,
the
no, no.
song.
It's
I
now
will
eggs
find the
meat.
song.
Eggs meat.
Oh, it's eggs meat.
I like eggs, and I like meat.
Meat. Hey,
Eggs.
by the way, hey, before you go
Eggs
off,
meat.
it's gonna be hey, Dave, it's a kick or keep karaoke. It's a keep. Come on, bro.
Oh, that would be fun too. Cock karaoke.
That would be real fun. Cock karaoke. Come on. That's
there's
amazing.
A few,
Let's
there's
do it.
one too. There is one problem with that name.
What's that?
Think of how many of a certain letter there are that would turn into an acronym, possibly.
Oh, good call.
Best to
you
catch
coming over
that
to the-
stuff immediately.
Immediately. Yo.
As I was saying it, cock karaoke, I was like, if they happen to leave out the O because or isn't always represented, it could be very
This is
bad.
absolutely true. So you have to spell the whole thing with
Here,
C's.
I'm just gonna type it in because I know how to type it. So it's YouTube.com/.
Anyways, I gotta get back on this freaking
Aaron
back.
M.
The sun's still up in the sky, so I love you for doing that, by the way. Thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody, check out Aaron. Drop a follow. Subscribe. That's the word I was looking for. And a like if, you're clicking on a video or something. And
Please
love
do.
y'all. Boop.
Yeah.
Have a great night. Where is my end button? It's somewhere over here.